gym. I haven't been to the gym in weeks.
All right, we live.
But it's it's that's why I emphasize heavy on what I'm eating.
Yeah.
Like I'll eat like a few things here and there. I'm mostly cooking at the crib now.
Get the remote so I can turn this. Whipping them playing too.
He playing. It's the Cardinals versus the 49ers.
Yeah, I think so.
Ken, this don't have PIP?
Nah. I don't know if we could have did that with Twitch anyway.
That's right. That's right.
What up, y'all?
What's going on, y'all?
How we sound? How we sound? Let me pull up the YouTube thing on here. Let's see. Pull us up on here. Shelton's running about 20 minutes behind. 10 minutes behind, actually.
See, that's not a good read. I don't care if you caught that. That's not a good read. You know what I feel is a very underrated ability for a quarterback is the Omaha.
Is that the extra routes and shit?
No, Omaha is where if I make 5 or more consecutive passes, 5 yards or more, I can see the DBs and what they're doing.
Oh, got you.
So I have that on Trey Lance. I have that on.
Wait, what overall do you have to be? Or just a superstar?
No, you have to be an X factor quarterback, but your field general has to be either 90 or 95.
Got you.
Yeah, I've used it before. I do like it. I do like it.
I never.
Cool. Appreciate it, Jordan.
The one thing I also like is the quick draw. For me, just because I like to get the ball out as quick as possible. The one thing I hate.
You don't like it?
I hate the dead eye. Dead eye is the worst because that shit gets you picks.
And if your feet not set in the pocket, something.
Yeah, it's like all the shit is basically your feet have to be set. I'm like, that makes no sense.
The one I really like, and I feel this is also very underrated, is Fearless.
Oh,
because nigga, the lineman can be right here, bro.
He's throwing a perfect pass.
He's throwing a perfect pass.
And that's X Factor?
No, that's Superstar.
Superstar.
That's a superstar ability.
But your feet have to be set though.
Yeah, you have to be in the pocket. You can't be running around.
Yep.
Like you.
That's what I hate. Like how is that not the game? Like the game is like
what? No, because there's certain quarterbacks that'll lift the fucking defender right down and be like, I'm going right here.
No, but I'm saying like, but like you should be able to. Most of the time, we like all these mobile quarterbacks, especially now in the league, they usually kick out. They bootleg.
Okay, so then put roaming deadeye on them, or put no look deadeye.
And they got they do have things for that, throwing under pressure when you're on the run.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what it's called though, but they have one for that.
See, my thing is I like to pick abilities for my play style. So for me, I like Fearless, I like Hot Route Master, and I like Escape Artist. If I only had those 3, I'd be fine. Because I need Hot Route Master because y'all niggas feel like y'all know.
No, you be changing the play up,
and I'll change.
Yep.
I'll change.
I could care less about what niggas do.
I do too.
Yeah.
It don't.
I'm like, bro, you gonna get it.
Every time I really like, he changed this route combination up.
Especially when they take a dumb long time, they just sitting there.
Yep.
I'm like, this motherfucker going through 3-4 plays.
You can change it to whatever the fuck you want.
Ain't gonna get picked.
I'm gonna get these 80 some touchdowns.
All right.
That's against the computer.
I think I play you and CJ coming up soon in the O League.
Oh, so you playing FIFA?
Yeah, in the O League.
You funny.
In the O League, I play CJ tonight.
He said he's gonna stop your winning
streak. This week or next
week? Tonight.
We just kicking it. We waiting on Shelton to show up, y'all.
So yeah, I play CJ tonight. In that league. After we advance this league, I play Nate next.
I think I got one more CPU. Here comes Shelton right now.
Yeah, I got a CPU. Here you go. I got a CPU. Oh, good.
Which one? The new league?
Yeah, in the new league.
Yeah.
I'm playing the CPU now. I think I may have another one next week. And then
finally got it.
I play you and Foreign like back to back. I know that coming up next.
I was telling Cam, bro, like the end of my season in the new league, nigga.
Bro, I end that shit crazy.
Bro, me
you too?
Yeah, like I got you. I got 3 users back to back. Like I got the Chiefs, I got y'all. So I'm playing you. You're in my second half. Like I don't face you until the second after my bye week.
Yep.
Oh, so maybe
I face you before my bye week and then later on in the season.
Yeah, I think we play in a couple of weeks.
Yep. I either face you right before the bye or you're my first game after the bye. I know, like you're right around the bye week for me.
What's good, bro?
What's up, bro?
Y'all right?
But yeah, man, I play Adrian this year. The Cowboys.
You'll see.
Is he? Because it feels like some of these teams are making a tour of the.
Yeah. So typically when you had a good year, the way that in real life that they schedule it is they obviously up your strength of schedule. So that's the reason why I'm thinking I'm playing the Jags this year, because obviously he won the Super Bowl.
But I thought he might. He's not coming through the AFC.
Who?
He's not coming through our division this year.
Who?
Because sometimes
like there's a team that plays that whole division. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Y'all not playing the Cowboys this year?
Nah, because I don't.
Okay, so that's a no then.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I play. He's like my week 15.
You played Nate this year?
I played him last season, so y'all play him this season.
I don't know if he's on my.
You play Nate this year?
Probably not. Shit, I think I got 9 wins out of that team. So I don't know. The fact that I got 9 wins is fucking crazy.
Well, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think the most frustrated I was all season last year was the first loss to you.
Oh.
When you beat me, I'm like, no, there's no way that Ken should be beating me with no motherfucking Ben Roethlisberger. Bro, do you understand that motherfucker got like 3 or 4 passes? Like the game was had in 3 or 4 Ben Roethlisberger passes, bro. I was so pissed that game.
Well, he gone now.
I know he is, but that's why I put it on you on that second game like that.
Yeah,
like,
but that game
Ben
fell apart towards the end. That game was like 14-7 going into the third. Ben started the real Ben. That motherfucker missed. I had like 2 or 3 touchdowns that this motherfucker. He had Chase Claypool. I don't know if you remember this one. Mm-mm. He went out and up. Nobody back there, and Ben overthrew him. I was so fucking mad, man. I can't even remember, but I know he was wide open, and I was like, got him, and that motherfucker just hit the ground. I was like, fuck. So I was like, all right, man, it's just one of those games.
Who did you draft at QB?
This guy named Matt Corral.
Okay,
I think he's out of Ole Miss.
Got you.
Yeah, he is.
3rd round pick.
Okay, how you like?
I got him in the 3rd round. He's 66 overall. He got a dev trait, but it wasn't anybody love.
Oh, he has a hidden dev.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, that's what's up.
But I went defensive heavy. Got a couple of receivers, and then I got him. So hopefully he'll turn into something.
Man, my draft, I went good cornerback in good 1st and 2nd round. I went D tackle 3rd round. 4th round, I took another corner, and then like my last pick, I forgot what the hell I picked.
If it's not the first 3 rounds, I don't give a fuck. All I had was an offensive lineman that I just drafted.
Yeah.
Well, I knew I had.
I need to rebuild my old line like how Ken do. It's gonna be like 5 years before you actually see them motherfuckers shine.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. This is the place where sports opinions collide. Dead in Sports. I'm your host, Kenneth B. Inch. Joining me on the show, we got Shelton J.
What's good, man? What's happening?
Nikki Duce.
What it do?
And FIFO 24/7.
It's your boy.
Yeah, I see y'all in the chat talking about that All-Star game. So we're definitely gonna recap that and maybe hit a couple of basketball stories here and there. But man, get your super chats in, man. We want to hear from you guys.
Yeah,
man.
This is super chat night.
Yeah, get you and
because All-Star weekend was shitball.
We got one from We Them Boys. We Them Boys, what's happening with the first super chat? He said, thoughts on CJ McCollum receiving no phone calls from Zion until today.
Oh,
Zion gone. He is physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally gone from the Pelicans.
It's looking that way.
Yeah, the only thing that he got left there is a reservation at a restaurant for the rest of the week. That's the only thing Zion's gonna show up for.
Man, that's actually what up, We Them Boys. That's kind of fucked up, man.
On what part?
Zion.
Mm-hmm. It is definitely fucked
up.
Not
calling CJ like that. Call that man. And wish him to the team. CJ been balling since he got there too. He's had a couple. He had a couple of good games.
There's nothing wrong with him, but you just know he's not the piece. He's a piece, not
exactly. Not my theory, right? Like, depending on where you are in the pecking order, how good are you, right? Mm-hmm. If CJ's your 3rd or 4th best player on a team, you got a damn good team. You know what I'm saying? Right now, he's the 3rd best player. Well, I guess technically Brandon could be your number 1 or Zion or whatever, but he's your 3rd best guy. That's a pretty decent squad. That's a good core to build around and move forward. But in Portland, he was the 2nd guy to another little guy. That don't work.
Is B.I. still playing?
Is he playing now?
I haven't seen or heard about him in a minute because after that first couple years he was there, he was balling. I don't know if he's hurt.
Is he hurt?
I don't follow that team. I don't think nobody follows.
Yeah,
that team.
I don't follow him.
Especially with Zion not being there for 2 years, nobody's following that team.
No, I think he got hurt. Hold on, let me look. That's kind of because if he's hurt or fake hurt, because Q been theorizing that what's his name ain't hurt.
Oh, Zion. I don't know. It's weird with that because it's like, okay, if he's not hurt, then why are you damaging your body?
He's still playing
to get out.
He playing like shit though. He played on February 17th, 15th, and 14th.
Who, B.I.?
Yeah, but he's still averaging 22, 5 and 5, which is not bad actually. They're just not winning. But
ain't great, yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, there's nobody there to create easy opportunities. So them extra 4 to 5 points that you would get because Zion got it and everybody looking at him and he not getting that. He is the offense there.
But I was gonna say, how often did he get it? Zion ain't played but a handful of games. So,
well, I think that BI's first year in New Orleans his first year in New Orleans with Zion, even though Zion obviously was sporadic in his playing time, you saw with Lonzo with the easy. There was just certain things that you got easier, and I'm not saying I'm a New Orleans Pelicans, you know what I'm saying, aficionado, because like Nick I'm not watching the Pelicans like that. I'm just not, you know what I'm saying, but I'm willing to bet that his field goal percentage is lower this year than it was last year.
Yeah, it's more because of Lonzo, though. You said it right. Losing Lonzo hurt a lot.
Any score first guy, they want a pass first guy. They don't have that. They don't have a legit playmaker, because if you get rid of Lonzo, in my opinion, your ideology is Zion's our playmaker now. Okay, right. But he's not here, and you still have a number one scorer, so it's going to be more difficult for him to get buckets.
I don't think B.I. wants to be there either.
No,
honestly. I don't think nobody wants to.
So I don't think his heart is in
unless you're like I can't even say. I can't even say that. I was gonna say unless you're like a rookie, but Zion was that. You didn't want to be there from day one. It seemed like.
But Zion came in a superstar.
No, I'm just saying, like, no one wants to be in New Orleans as a Pelican.
Damn, came in a superstar?
Well, what I mean is like the hype, and he came in with clout already, so he had enough weight to say, nah, I don't really want to be here. Like if he.
Oh, you're saying that's
all right. So so his extension is up. There's a report that finally dropped that said he don't want to be there.
Mm-hmm. His extension's up next year, I think, or he should get
this upcoming offseason he can sign the extension.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So after the end of this season,
yes,
they can offer him an extension. That's the max money.
Yes, max money.
And is he gonna take it, or is he gonna stay?
He would be smart to, just for the fact of you don't know what his body's gonna be like moving forward.
What if you do know what your body's gonna be like?
If you want to gamble on yourself like that, I mean, clearly, if he's not hurt like how Q's saying, then clearly he's gambling on himself by forcing his way out of New Orleans and maybe going to a bigger market. But then I would say, if you know what your body is like, which he would know, and him and his team would know better than anybody else, then keep doing what you're doing. But
you know the difference, right, between signing an extension and not signing an extension in terms of the money.
Yes,
that's left on the table.
It's like what, $50 million or something like that.
50. It depends, right? Like
because of the bird rights shit, right?
Well, it's not even the bird rights, but also like it's the Derrick Rose rule. So if you make certain all-star games, first team, all of that, you can make even more money.
But
obviously, he hasn't done it. He hasn't done it. So he's not going to get like the extra 10, 15, 20 million. I don't know what it is. Y'all can fact check me or whatever. I just know it's more money. But in a normal max contract, he's going to leave $50 million on the table. Mm-hmm. That is, look, I don't care how big you are. Losing $50 million on your first you're never going to make that up.
Yeah, especially when you never had $50 million ever.
You're not going to make up $50 million. So if Zion declines the extension, it's unprecedented. It's never happened.
But that would say that these players are really saying to themselves and maybe to the league that we love the money, but our
not everything.
Mental health or whatever you want to call it is more important. I want to play and be somewhere where I'm happy, instead of here. Because if I sign it, I get the $50 million, but damn, you paying me to stay in hell.
But that's the thing. Like, Ken, if I paid you $50 million to play basketball in New Orleans, are you gonna look at me like this is hell? Or are you gonna be like, thank you for giving me this opportunity? And that's where I'm like, that's where my
Well,
empathy.
how long is the extension? What, another 5
It's like
years?
5 years, yeah,
4 or 5.
Bruh,
4 or 5 years.
nah.
But my thing is this though.
But you could do a 2+2 if you want it. You could do a 2+2 and still
They're not
retain your
gonna do
bird
that.
rights.
They're not.
Yeah, I
gonna
don't
do
know. I don't know. Can he do that? though?
Yeah. So look.
Because he's a restricted free agent if he doesn't sign it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He will be restricted.
He'll be a restricted free agent, which means restricted free agency is if there's another team that puts out an offer out there, then your
can match
current team can match it. If it's too rich for their blood, then you sign with the team that gave you an offer sheet. I don't think that'll happen. New Orleans is going to match anything.
You think so?
They will.
Hell
You
yeah.
don't think they're
They
frustrated with this whole situation?
No.
They are, but at the end of the day, Zion is the commodity. Why am I gonna let him walk for nothing? Restricted free agency. If I don't match it, he walks. What do I get?
That's true.
So no, that's not gonna. And that's why I said this is unprecedented. Because again, let's say Zion says I don't sign the extension. Now he goes into restricted free agency. A team can only offer him $50 million less.
Okay. You can add incentives in there, like
No, doesn't work like that. It's not the NFL.
mm,
Not the NFL. Now, the structure of the contract and the years, that's what's negotiable, right? So you can do 4 years straight out. You can do a 2+2. You can do 2+2 where it's a team option or a player option. You could do a 1+1. You could do whatever length of time that you want. Right? Like that's what's negotiable. But the money, there's a cap set. So let's just say he goes into restricted free agency. A team offers them the max that they can offer him. Zion literally left $50 million on the table to be on the same team. Why would he not sign the extension? That's what I'm saying. It's unprecedented.
so. And I guess we don't want to stay on this too long, but shit, and I forgot my fucking question. I think now so I understand 50 mil is a lot. You sign and then you pull a James Harden. So that's what I'm thinking about. If you start doing that, it'd be like after a year, 6 months, whatever.
But he's doing that. He didn't even sign an extension.
I understand that, but he's doing that. Damn, he's doing that in a way that's sort of shielding him from scrutiny.
Not really.
Not too many people
A lot
are.
of people calling him bust.
Yeah, we're
including
talking about
myself.
the injuries and stuff like
No,
that.
but I'm saying his profile is more of like, that's why I was asking FIFO as far as like, is the organization upset with this, or would they even be willing to bend on his request? Because it's just like, who the fuck are you? What have you done in this league to demand moving heaven and earth to do all this shit?
But see,
Granted,
he's not doing that though.
no,
Wait, hold on.
I'm saying like, granted, you've shown that you are talented. It's not, no one's denying your talent, but that talent hasn't really translated into wins, nor has it translated into uplifting the team. And right now, you're devaluing the team based off of everything that's been going on. So that's why I'm more frustrated with the process, because it's like he's setting the precedent for any other new number 1 overall pick or whatever coming into the league who doesn't like their situation after a year or two being like, all right, I want to be out.
No, but again, the way that it is structured in the NBA, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie on a rookie deal or you're a 5-8 year veteran, right? This is a players' league. They're going to be able to force their way out if they want to, first and foremost.
But on your rookie deal,
but
we've never seen that.
No,
Yeah.
we have.
You can do it based off the fact that you're still a ticket seller. Regardless, Zion is box office. You know what I'm saying? Whether he's put up a point or not, since he's been in the league, he's box office. There's only a few players that can say that they are at that level, and because he's one of them, he kind of commands a little bit more.
But who
respect.
else have we seen the situation like?
Okay, so to a degree, but not really, because this player wasn't out due to injury. He didn't publicly complain, but behind the scenes, you knew that there was issues there. And then also you could tell by the type of contract that he signed. LeBron James contract extension was a 2+1. That's how he got out of Cleveland so quick. That's what he was telling Carmelo to do.
Which
Bro.
iteration of Cleveland?
First,
The first one?
after his rookie deal,
No,
he signed a 2+1.
He signed a long-term deal after his rookie deal.
No, he signed a 2+1.
Yeah.
That's how he was able to hit free agency so fast. That's why he told Carmelo to sign a shorter deal, so that way we can team up. That's the reason why D Wade signed a short deal.
You're right.
That's the reason why.
Yeah, because he left in 2010.
Like this,
after his rookie deal was 5 years. So yeah, you're right.
your rookie deal is 4 years. It's
4
2
years.
plus 2. Well, it depends. So like, it's 3+1. So like, I want to say it's the first 2 to 5 picks. Again, y'all can fact check me. I know I'm in the ballpark, but the first 2 to 5 picks, it's a 3+1, and then the rest of the lottery is a 2+2, and then the rest of those are non-guarantees. You know what I'm saying? But LeBron's was a 3+1, and then when he re-upped 2+1 as a player option. So after his second year, and this is the reason why it's very important that I explain this. The reason why he signed a 2+1 was because the original contract is signed for 3 years, technically. That retains his bird rights. So that's why he signed a 2+1.
So what I mean by he's not showing out is that right now, most people are looking at it from the standpoint that he's hurt. He's not publicly saying that I don't want to be here. He's not like James Harden was like, I don't want to be here. I want to get out. Other players have said, I don't want to be here. I don't want to get out. So I think by hiding behind the injury, he's able to save some type of, image, behind him. But if he signs his deal and then be like, yo, I don't want to be here. This shit is trash.
So to me,
that's different.
That is okay. So there's levels to it. If he signs a 5-year maximum extension, the most years, the most money, and then he comes back the following year and he's trying to pout his way out like Ben Simmons and James Harden and a lot of other people, then yes, that's some fuck shit. But if he does it smart, he'll take the LeBron route. That's cool. I'll sign 2+1. I'll be a free agent after the second year. Y'all do whatever I need to do.
But the way that interview, they keep showing that interview when he went to Madison Square Garden for the first time as a pro. And he was just gushing over it. It seems like he just wants out. It don't seem like he want to stay longer than he needs to.
But the thing is, this is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. He cannot force his way out.
No,
how?
If he don't sign the deal, and I know you're talking about the money.
Yeah, you describe
because look. If he rescinds or says I'm not signing a contract extension, right? He goes into restricted free agency. Let's just say the Knicks say, okay, we cleared enough cap. We want to sign him for as much money as possible, right? Okay. New Orleans says, okay, we match.
But see,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they.
Yeah, you don't know why.
I don't know if they match. They may try to do a sign and trade.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. I think that New Orleans would be kind of asinine for them to try to hold on to him if he's not willing to play there. And what I mean from that is that causes cancers within your team. It's forcing their hand.
You can't do a sign and trade with a restricted free agent.
I see what you're saying. So once they match the deal, then it's a wrap.
Yeah,
they still got him.
And from Zion's position, why am I going to take $50 million less to stay on the same team?
I got what you're saying now.
But like I said, that for the most part, I think it's with him. He's proven it ain't really about that. Like if he got to sit, he gonna sit.
No.
So it's up for them. It's up to them to make a move.
But
because he can pull up Ben Simmons.
But he's saying that.
But you don't think he will.
So just for clarity, once they match that deal, then you have to go back. He has to go back to New Orleans.
Yes,
that's what he's saying.
I get that, but I'm saying, what if he just sits like he's been doing?
Yeah.
What happens?
He ain't got to play.
Then more than likely they'll find him like Ben Simmons. You know what I'm saying? $20 million, whatever.
But you lose $50 million.
But you lose $50 million in the process.
And see, that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. But when you want out, you want out.
No,
and he got money.
And I'm not.
He got money coming.
I'm not saying that when you want out, you don't want out. And I'm not saying that $50 million is a lot or a little or whatever. I know it's way more than I'll probably make in my whole lifetime. What I am saying is the money isn't necessarily what's going to sway Zion.
I got you now.
But the business of basketball says that not signing the extension is a bad business move.
It's a bad business move.
Correct. So, but what I'm saying though is,
so he's going to sign
for New Orleans. Their thing is we're gonna get him on the court, Because if we're gonna keep this up, if we're not gonna get him on the court, we got to get something.
That's
for
what
him.
I'm
We're
just
gonna
thinking.
have to
You
get
talking about the
something.
business aspect? I'm like,
So
they already
But I'm with
have
FIFO
him,
now.
but they're not getting shit out of him.
So I'm with FIFO now. From a business standpoint, he would have to sign the extension, do the 2+1, and then pull the
move
Ben
after
Simmons.
that second year.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, but he ain't playing now.
He probably won't play after that.
That's what I'm saying.
But
so
see,
then,
that.
what do you do? We've never seen a situation.
But
like
see,
that, right?
but I think that's him not playing because of injury works to his advantage
100.
because now he can get hurt again.
100. And, see, and then the
Right.
other thing is this, right? Let's just say the organization gets fed up, whatever. You go to trade him. His cap hit is $2 million. So how do you get back equal value for what Zion is because he's not getting paid? That's what I'm saying. The way that the NBA has structured where you get drafted and your bird rights and restricted free agency, you gotta sign the deal. There's never gonna be a person that's not gonna sign that deal. And that's why I said, to me, the people that are around Zion, I'll know everything I need to know depending on the deal he signs. He signs a 5-year maximum, whatever. You're gonna bogart your way out.
Basically wasted all the shit you did.
All of it. He signs 2+1. That puts all of the onus on New Orleans. I'm a free agent 2 years after I don't sign this damn extension. What is New Orleans going to do at that point? If Zion says, "Hey, I want XYZ," and that don't happen, well, I'm out in 2 years. What are y'all going to do? Okay, fine, trade me then.
Yeah.
And then, just like James Harden, I will accept my +1. If you don't trade me in that first year, that's fine. That second year, you're going to trade me because I'm going to tell you, I'm not re-signing with you. And I'm not going to pick up my option. The only way I pick up my option is if you trade me. That's how he forces his way out.
Well, damn, we them boys. Kick this shit off.
Nah, he did.
Moving on. Josh Bro, shout out to you. How do y'all evaluate Kyle Lowry's career, and do y'all think he's a good enough PG for the Heat to win a chip this year?
No.
No.
He's not the difference.
But as far as his career,
solid. Yeah, he's solid.
As far as his career, let me know if I'm incorrect on this comparison. Is he the modern day Kenny Smith?
That's a good one.
That is interesting. That is interesting.
I want to say no because of those rocky years, Clutch City.
Take Olajuwon out of your mind.
I know,
man. I'm
I
trying,
know, like,
man.
It's not a package deal.
I'm trying.
It's not peanut butter and jelly.
You saw the hearts
I'm
above
trying.
his head.
He's not Clyde
That's what
Drexler.
I'm saying.
I know, man. Kenny Smith had some moments.
He did.
He had some
did.
moments.
Lowry has some moments too.
Yeah, Larry did too.
I think Lowry might be a little bit better.
I think Lowry's better individually.
Yeah.
I think Lowry's better individually.
But as you look at his career, I feel like I would look at it like how I would look at Kenny Smith, like a guy who
Nah. You know why? Because I feel that Lowry was more instrumental in winning the chip than Kenny Smith was. I think that Rockets team could have won without Kenny, but I don't think that Toronto team could have won without Kyle.
I got you.
more than Van Vliet.
No, they needed Van Vliet too. To me, okay, so we're making the comparison to that Rockets team. Van Vliet and Kyle Lowry were Sam Cassell and Kenny Smith.
Okay.
You know, if we're making
That's what
the
I was
comparison.
thinking about. Yeah.
But if we're just talking about the career of Kyle Lowry, I think it's a very solid career. And then if you bring out the comparison to Kenny Smith, I would take Kyle Lowry over Kenny Smith because in that championship run, they could have won without Kenny Smith. They don't win without Kyle Lowry.
I get you.
Yeah, Kenny used the ball though.
Oh,
But how do you look at
before he got to Houston?
in that comparison? That's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, you talking about Sacramento?
He used to play.
Bro, I know basketball.
my bad.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying, like, but like with Kenny, the way I look at it is just like the reason why I made that comparison is because you will say that, like, if you talk about Kyle Lowry, like, oh yeah, he was a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? He did what he had to do, got a title. No one can really, shit on his career.
Both of them not going to lead to a championship. They're not the guy.
No.
But
is he a Hall of Famer now?
Oh, hell no.
Kyle?
Bro, the NBA Hall of Fame different, bro.
Bruh, if you're asking me, hell no.
So look. Again, I know I said it multiple times. If y'all just tuning in for the first time, you're going to hear it now. My barometer for NBA Hall of Fame is Mitch Richmond. I look at what Mitch Richmond has done, And I feel if you've done something comparable or more, you should be in.
Is that the least? So you're looking at the least
Yes,
guy. Like
that's the barometer.
He's the bottom shelf.
He's the difference between you if you make it or you don't. Because I don't understand how he
And
made it.
what is all he accomplished?
The rifleman.
Yeah, that was
No. That's the Chuck Person, right?
Yes. And then he had his little brother come in too. Wesley. Person. Yeah. Them motherfuckers could shoot. But with Mitch Richmond, in my opinion, and I watched a lot of Mitch Richmond because he was one of the few two guards that gave Jordan problems in his day. Him, Allen Houston, AI, 1, 2, whatever you want to put him at. There were some guys that gave MJ problems. Mitch was one of those guys. I want to say Mitch scored like 20,000 points in his career, or right?
Something like that.
Close, like 15 to 20. He's somewhere in that range. So he was one of the more prolific scorers in the NBA. One of the first marksmen that I started watching. There was people before him, but it is what it is. But he doesn't hold any records. He ain't win no championship. He didn't play in no finals. He ain't do none of that.
I would love to see why they added him to the list. What was the reasoning?
The why.
Yeah.
I don't know. So for me, he's one of the most questionable people.
Well, maybe that was a mistake, people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why is your barometer on a mistake?
Because maybe they're trying to right the wrongs now.
Would you?
Nah, but there's other questionable guys.
I'm saying you can pick somebody else, but you don't have to start at that.
Nah, that's my barometer. If you did better than Mitch, then you should be in. And to me, Kyle Lowry's career is better than Mitch.
If that's the case, then hella niggas getting in.
But that's the NBA
They
be
kinda
putting in
are,
hella
yeah.
niggas.
But I'm asking you, is Kyle Lowry a Hall of Famer to you? Fuck what the committee and all that shit say.
No, personally, no. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
Is he a Hall of Famer to you?
No.
Ken, is he a Hall of Famer to you?
No.
Not to be either.
I feel you. But if Mitch is in,
He's solid,
socially,
He's a
over-
solid guy.
He's an overachiever too, because
He
I
is
don't even
an
think he
overachiever.
started in college.
nah,
He
he struggled initially at Villanova.
And then coming into-
Villanova.
Villanova.
Oh, Mitch got he got a title
With who?
with the Lakers.
What year?
That man did not play. How many DMPs he had?
He got a title, man.
The title is a title.
Hey.
Yeah.
Title.
After the Wizards.
Ask Brian Scalabrine.
Wait, hold on. You talk. What Laker team was he on?
Hold on, I don't know.
It had to be after the. Was
Hold
it the
on.
Gary Payton?
I'm on basketball
No,
ref
because they
right
didn't
now.
win no championship.
Oh, 2001, 2002.
Damn.
His last
against
year
the
in the
Celtics?
league,
Oh wow.
he went to the
No,
Lakers and
2001
won.
and 2. That was
He
the,
started 2 games.
the first three-peat of the Lakers.
He started how many games?
2.
How,
He played in 64 games. He
Oh,
averaged 4 points a game.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, man. He wasn't a direct contributor to that.
He got a
game.
title,
though.
people.
He got a title.
Tyler-
Okay,
title.
fine. He got
So now,
fine.
Tracy McGrady would love that. He tried to sneak one.
He did
tried
try to
to.
sneak one.
I
Retired
felt
too
bad
early.
for him, bro.
But
He
again,
retired
I felt
too
so
early.
bad.
Again, if Mitch is in there with that title on the bench, with the bench title, Kyle Lowry should be in there then.
If we're going off of that, then yes.
That's
But
all
if
I'm
we're going
saying.
off of us, no.
No. Me personally, no. But again, when I'm comparing it to the other people they done let in, yes.
Mitch should not be in the Hall of Fame.
No, he shouldn't.
I don't
get it.
I don't
Now,
get it.
Again, he was one of the first marksmen to, at the time, put up a lot of threes and make a lot of threes, but he didn't break no records.
No.
It's not like he had
He wasn't-
the highest 3-point
Yeah.
percentage or nothing. Like, come on.
He was the third best on that team too.
on that Golden, you talking about Golden State?
Yeah.
Yeah. Think of that Tim Hardaway and then Chris Mullin.
Chris
and
Mullin
then it
did
was Mitch.
him. Yeah.
Arterial Stover, what's up, man? What's up, y'all? Got an NFL question for y'all. What team impressed y'all the most this season, and what team disappointed y'all the most this season?
Cleveland.
Impressed you? They impressed you?
Bro, they
Since-
the second seed, and I'm not watching a lot of their games, but the fact that they're still a top 2 seed.
No, you said
No, it's
football.
an NFL.
Football.
Oh,
NFL.
NFL.
I'm about to say that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, we finally
That's
gonna
why
get
I
real
said
about
impressed.
Baker.
Sorry, let me get back to reading this about Mitch Richmond.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
In the
That's
NFL.
easy. Cincinnati was the most impressive because who in the world would have thought they'd been in the Super Bowl?
Oh, what's his name? Dan Orlovsky. You're the only one.
what about
Yeah,
disappointed?
He made me sick. Disappointed for me was the Chargers. I thought the Chargers were loaded, and I thought they'd make a strong run.
Disappointed for me, I agree with Cincinnati, of course. Impressive. Disappointed was Arizona.
You
You
but
start,
that's their MO though.
but
That's their MO.
I'm saying,
I was gonna
but I'm
say,
saying you start off that hot though.
That's
but
their
but
MO.
And
see,
honestly, he's increased every
and
year.
then injury and attrition too. They were hurt, so I kind of but they get hurt.
Everybody
at
was.
that time.
I was saying everybody
They
was
get
hurt.
hurt at that time every year. But when you lose a D Hop, that's
That is something.
Yeah, that's huge.
But you got, but they had Zach Ertz, AJ Green,
But
was Christian Kirk. Like as a Kyler Murray QB, bro, you got to make some.
No. You know what? I think the microcosm of the injuries was that Green Bay game that we watched live.
Mm-hmm.
They should have won that game.
Yeah,
Green Bay had all of the COVID.
But that was on AJ though. They should have won the game, but
why? Because no D Hop. We all said if D Hop was there on that last possession, bro, he would have caught that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That little bit of difference in the game is what D Hop brings you.
I still felt like they could have gave a better
D-Hop was their best player. So I mean, and they could. I'm not doubting that. But when you talk about disappointing, they have somewhat of an excuse, even though it's not. They still disappointed. It's just not the most because at least they have a reason.
Who is yours?
Like I said, the Chargers would be for me because I figured the Chargers would make a run this year. They had all the talent. They had all the weapons. Nobody was hurt.
They said the coach was the difference. They said Anthony Lynn was holding them back.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot disagree with y'all. I'm gonna go with a different disappointment. I'm gonna say the Miami Dolphins, mainly because they let go one of the best head coaches in the NFL. I think the stat is that there hasn't been a team to lose 7 and then win 7 straight, right? Like he's the only team and the only head coach to ever do that. And if I'm wrong, obviously fact check me. I'm going off the top of the dome. But to me, they're a disappointment because they have the talent and they had the right head coach and they ran him out of there. You know what I'm saying? And obviously we'll see what transpires from this all of the allegations and stuff like that. But it is what it is. To me, that should have been a fringe playoff team. They should have been a wild card team. Mm-hmm. They had the talent to do that. And they just imploded. In terms of the most surprising team, I will have to say the Bengals, because they overcame a battle line, and that's not easy to do, bro. Like I don't think
they didn't make it look easy either.
No, they didn't make it look easy either. But again, that just goes to Joe Burrow, and I questioned him coming out of LSU, but the moment I saw him in the NFL, I said, "Oh, okay, well, okay." He made me eat my words. He legit, and for him to make the run that he made this year with that type of O-line, it's like, well, what can't you do then? You know what I'm saying? So I think it raises the expectation level for next year. I don't think do you feel the expectation for Cincy is Super Bowl next year?
No. I think the expectation now is just playoff, like
winning
contenders.
The division.
Yeah.
Not even.
Nah, it should be win the division.
It should be, but seeing how, like, if you really look at the record in that division, like, and this is me playing just objective, there's a lot of injuries that happened in the AFC North this year. Crucial injuries. Look at the Baltimore Ravens. You even go to the Cleveland Browns. And then on top of that, even with that, the margin between who was the division winner still came down to the last 3 weeks. That's why that run was so surprising. It was because they won like 6-7 straight, but they had to win those games to not only lock up the division, but to obviously get advanced to the Super Bowl. So it's kind of like do or die. I don't know if they can go with that same type of free-flowing mentality because no one expecting them, so it was kind of easy for them. Now it's like,
now
y'all the kings of the AFC,
on you back now.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you win the Super Bowl, I mean, if you win the AFC title game, you're now like one of those kings of the AFC. You're top 4 in that. So I think for Cincinnati, the realistic expectation should be, okay, playoff contenders. Like, let's see you do this again. Let's see if it's real. Let's see if
playoff runs.
Yeah, let's see if Joe Burrow can get you back to the AFC title game. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it'll be a home game instead of a road game. Those are the type of things. But I don't think it's Super Bowl because I think that's asinine. Look at Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to get back.
After that Super Bowl, everybody expected him to be back 2-3 times.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
So that's why I'm like, I'm not trying to put that pressure on him, but
and then the AFC has the best young quarterbacks in the league.
Yes.
So he has to go through Josh Allen. He has to go through Lamar. He has to go through Patty. He got to go through Herbert.
We don't even know who the Steelers are going to get. They could get a high-profile free agent like Aaron Rodgers, or they could draft a young QB and we see what happens. I mean, we see Tomlin coach Big Ben to 9 wins. What can he do with a rookie QB?
And that's what I was going to say, too. You could put Pittsburgh in that group for the most surprise. I'm going to let you go, too, because I didn't let you go.
Oh, that's fine.
But Pittsburgh is one of the most surprising teams, too, because we expect nothing from Pittsburgh, and for them to crawl out the dirt and make the playoffs, that was big. And then disappointing. You can't say the Colts. Looking at the list, I didn't look at the list.
Oh yeah,
before I said it.
the Colts is
The
definitely.
Colts was.
But I knew that coming in. That's why I wasn't really disappointed. It was just like, all right.
I feel like the Colts were 50-50, right? Because the weapons that they have are questionable, right?
But they at least made the playoffs.
Nah, the league didn't look at them as 50-50. The league looked at them as like serious Super Bowl.
Of course,
contenders.
because when you look at what they did last year with the decrepit Phillip Rivers,
Right.
and then it's supposed to be an upgrade Carson Wentz.
And then on top of that, Taylor wasn't balling like he was last
Jonathan
year.
Taylor broke out this year.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at that like, well, shit, that's a recipe for success.
Right.
But now, and I've been on the Carson wagon trailer saying that, hey, he deserves another opportunity. I think at this point he is a fringe starter, if not a glorified backup.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had your opportunity. And it's not like you went to a team devoid of talent. You have one of the top 5 O-lines in the game.
Yeah,
you have some of the best pass rushers on
and you got the best running game.
And you got the best running back.
It's tailor-made for a quarterback to have success.
Yes, 100%.
The fact that they had to call Phillip Rivers to see if he was still
A couple times.
Yeah.
that says a lot.
So, a couple times.
Yeah.
And they already talking about they trying to get rid of him.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I feel that it was the right play at the time.
They gambled.
Because Phillip is retiring. What else are you supposed to go get? Carson was probably one of the best available at the time. But at this point, it's
you can't run that back.
You gotta call it a spade a spade.
You can't run that back. Ken, did you have any surprise disappointments?
New England, definitely with the rookie. To come that close to winning the division, that was definitely a surprise, even though I picked them to win the division. But you still have to see it on the field. And disappointing only from the standpoint that I thought this guy would be better, and that's Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, we know the coaching, nightmare it was, but Trevor Lawrence was ass, even when they changed coach. So what happened to, this super elite guy? Like, when we saw Burrow on the field, we were like, oh, shit, he got it. When we saw Herbert on the field, it was like, oh, shit, like, there's something there. Like, he got it, too. When you look at Trevor on the field, it's like, shit. Can he catch it?
so you're saying that Trevor never gave you a, oh, shit moment?
Nah, I won't say that. I know you said that he has some NFL, oh, this is like NFL QB throws, but it was like, the games I watched, I was just like.
Now, he showed a lot of moxie and heart and will to win,
He's
like
talented.
a lot of fire.
Yeah.
But, nah.
But I'm willing to give him a pass.
I was gonna say, is that fair? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but the talent around those other guys
is a lot more.
We didn't know at the time. We didn't know at the time. We didn't know how
quarterbacks bring you guys
y'all was
up.
shitting on Jamar Chase.
But don't take Jamar Chase out of it.
No,
We
I'm
talking
saying
about his
about,
rookie year. We talking about T. Higgins was good.
But we didn't know how
was
good. We didn't know how good T. Higgins was going into the league. We don't know how none of them niggas was. They're young pups. We didn't know how good.
Like, look at Herbert last year. How good was that San Diego team?
Keenan Allen,
and he had Mike
Keenan
Williams.
Allen was a guarantee. Mike Williams was guaranteed. And obviously Austin Eckler was a guaranteed. But going into the comparison as far as the Bengals, like, we didn't know who all that young talent. We didn't know who was gonna pop out. We had some maybe. You know what I'm saying? But like with Trevor Lawrence, like,
but you had a running back and you had one
shit. But what the fuck does Lamar Jackson have? And he's dragging the motherfucker.
Yeah, he's different.
He got 4.3 speed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's different.
But I'm just saying, it's like, got it. Like, there's something you see that you can elevate and bring your teammates up.
So the reason why I asked what I asked was because I did some scouting. I've watched some. I didn't watch too many games. I'm not going to sit here in front like I'm a Jacksonville Jaguar aficionado. But I've seen enough to know that he has what it takes to be a franchise QB. I'll put it to you like this. I'll take him over Baker today, right now.
That's not saying much, though.
He's a talented quarterback.
No, I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying he didn't wow me.
Yeah.
No. He had wild throws. But they were so far and few in between because of scheme, play calling, culture, a lot. And I'm not trying to give him a pass.
Yeah. And I'm not either. But think about it this way: name one receiver on that team that he had. Name one
by name.
Yeah, DJ.
But he was hurt.
Right?
He was hurt.
And
he got hurt by week 4, bro.
You remember because people was
because I started him that week.
Yeah.
But he just asked the question. We just asked.
Okay,
I'm saying,
outside of DJ Chark, fine.
But I'm saying like the common fan, when I was saying
name one.
Yeah, don't nobody really know those guys like that.
Name the running back.
James Robinson.
Okay, fine.
He got hurt too.
A lot.
Yeah, we're gonna know these. We're gonna know this because we play Madden, so we know the rosters.
Yeah. I'm saying like the average person would know these guys because they didn't make.
Because they weren't doing shit.
And
Right.
and this
But
is
that's
our
not
and
all on
it's,
Sunshine. That's
and
not 100% on Sunshine.
it's not on. That's why I'm giving him. He was in a bad situation. Year 2 though, I'm on his ass.
I'm with
Because
you.
anybody else
I'm
would be
with
like,
you.
they already was coming at Justin Fields in year 1.
I'm
They
with
ain't
you.
say shit to Trevor Lawrence when he was the number 1 overall pick. So I'm like, I'm on his
Thank
ass.
you, Nick.
I'm on his ass year
Thank
2.
you.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I gave Justin Fields a pass. We talking about bad offensive
with you.
line. That nigga, when he played Cleveland, looked like it was a fucking shit show. So year 2, I'm on his ass. If he ain't doing shit, there ain't no sunshine these days, boy.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you on that though. I agree. Year 2, I expect to see more. These guys,
Especially with Doug Peterson.
yeah, right. So these guys, they deserve at least a couple years to get right because they're not all going to be on the same level coming in. But y'all already know you can finish stronger than
But
you start any
Joe
day.
Burrow didn't help none of these niggas' cases.
No, he did not.
Oh no.
He made more pressure on everybody.
Yes,
But it
100.
honestly shouldn't be because some people take, and the reason why I say that, some people take longer. Some people.
I feel like Justin did that, and Burrow took it to another level.
100.
Because the way Justin played the year, because that Burrow was hurt, we didn't. There were people like, shit, what Joe Burrow gonna do? Because now he got to come in and outdo this, and he surpassed
Did it. Yeah, no.
And now he put another
very high
yeah.
target. He put a very high target up there for young
For
quarterbacks
everybody.
coming
now
in.
we're looking at Herbert.
Because here's the thing, Shelton. In especially in the NFL, every year, every week, every play, a bar of expectation is set, right? We could start with contracts. If you sign your contract 2 years ago, it doesn't matter if you're still the best quarterback now. The fifth best quarterback is going to get more money than you. Right? The same thing with expectation level of the next crop coming in, because you're 100% right. If there's 7 quarterbacks drafted, obviously they're all going to be at different levels, but then first 2 or 3, depending on where you're drafted, this is the bar. You may not exceed it, but you got to get damn close.
But that bar got to be reset just about every year. And the reason why I say that these crops are different. These quarterbacks are different. Like this year's quarterback.
You know what? No,
Malik
you're 100%
Willis.
right.
Yeah.
You're
Ain't
100%
gonna be
right, but
shit.
the bar keeps going higher.
Come on, bro.
The bar keeps going higher. It went from Patty, right? Patty has been in every AFC championship game.
Patty didn't play as a rookie.
No, I understand.
That's what I'm saying.
For
So
the last 4 years, going
But
on
Patty
5.
has been in every AFC championship game as a starter,
Yes.
right? Josh Allen, shaky first year, better second year, superstar now.
Yeah.
Right? You look at what's some other young quarterbacks. You look at Kyler, even though he tails off, when you look at the numbers, the efficiency, the ability.
Deshaun
Watson, even though we haven't seen him in 2 years now.
His first 3 years.
But his first 3 years was like
You saw
you
he
saw
had
it.
Yep.
He had. So the thing is, Shelton, you don't necessarily got to make the playoffs. You ain't got to go to any type of championship game. But do you jump off that screen early? And it doesn't mean that it has to translate to wins or anything like that. But do you jump off?
See, for me, it ain't. When I say early, for me, it wouldn't be that important. Now, year 2, I need to see it. Like we look at Trey Lance. Trey Lance could come out and shine this year. He could.
I know he is.
And hopefully he will. But you wouldn't have thought so this past year. You didn't think much of him.
So
Most people, you did. But I'm saying the average person didn't think much of Trey Lance. You started Jimmy G.
Let's move on. Well, I'll let you finish your point. We got
two things on Trey Lance. Number one, what George Kittle had said about him when that 1 week that he started going kind of into their playoff push, that he said he was talking about how Trey Lance is way more comfortable and his eyes aren't going down when he's taking off. When he's moving out of the pocket, he's looking to throw. Like he's getting more comfortable in the pocket, right? And that's obviously throughout the first year. And then secondly, they released like this secret footage of him in practice. He's going to be a problem.
I hope so.
He has the legs and he has the arm. It's gonna be up here, and I trust in Cal's trying to have.
I couldn't see the rest of the Super Chats after that one.
What was the last one you read?
I read the
NFL. I got it.
Disappointing.
Drink more water. What up, Drink More Water? Drink More Water said, heading down the stretch run, who are y'all's award winners right now as it stands? MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Most improved player, coach of the year, and first team All NBA. This season had a lot of great players so far.
This season been trash.
You
Let's
talking about
keep-
basketball?
Yes. This season has been ass.
Why?
Cause what was the most exciting game you've seen so far this season?
The most exciting game?
Golden State and Phoenix.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
This season has been ass. Like
That's
there's
bad.
not
We
there
can't
hasn't
think
been
of a lot.
there hasn't
Yeah,
been any
yeah.
like all
Can't
these
think of a
all the
lot.
superstars either been hurt or they're not playing.
Yeah, it's
Or
a lot.
and like now and the new teams or like the young teams just like they're young, so they're still like they're interesting, but they're not exciting. So like I'm not saying this is
The
I'm
only
saying
reason why you saying that, Nick, is because the New York Knickerbockers are trash. Like I told you they would be.
the Knicks are not the reason why I'm saying they're trash.
Yes,
No,
it
they're
is.
not. No, they're
Yes,
not.
it is. Because the Knicks are trash, and I told you that. Oh, we gonna make the playoffs, and we better than the Hawks, and we better than the Bulls. Get the fuck out of here with that
He
bullshit.
just wants to say the Knicks is trash. That's all he wants.
Yeah.
If every episode you want to come on here and say the Knicks is trash,
I wanted to say Nick is wrong and stop listening to him, especially when it comes to basketball, because he don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know what
Listen
I'm
to
talking
your
about.
boy.
Okay, listen to your boy. So the
Listen
Bulls,
to your
the Bulls
boy.
are doing what this year?
They better than the Knicks.
I'm saying, what are they doing this year?
They top 3.
I'm saying, what are they going to do this year?
They're gonna make a deep playoff run.
So they're gonna win. They're gonna go to the finals.
They're gonna go further than your team.
That's fine, but are they going to the finals?
Probably not.
All right, are they going to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Possibly.
Possibly. So yeah,
It's a lot closer. It's a lot closer than your
He's
squad.
not making no declarations or none of this. He's just saying ifs, ands, and buts. All right, whatever. So what I'm saying is that this NBA season has been god awful. Like it's nothing exciting.
Nah.
All-Star Weekend was trash.
This is where I disagree.
Yeah,
content-
we definitely got to talk about the All-Star Weekend.
Oh,
yeah.
we are. We're gonna finish there.
The fact that the biggest news has been about this trade about
It's
two
about
players
off-season shit.
and two players that ain't playing.
Off-season
That
shit.
you-
Ain't nothing good about
kinda-
this season. I
feel
saw
him on
somebody talk about let's talk about the NBA. What's there to talk about the NBA?
The parity. How many teams that were not in playoff contention last year or barely made the playoffs are now one of the best seeds? Chicago ain't make the playoffs. They still top 3.
Cleveland.
Cleveland. What the hell was Cleveland?
Are those
Cleveland. I was talking last year. Colin Sexton ain't gonna be in the league no more, and
Yep.
I'm still on.
He yelled at the camera talking about some. Believe me, I'm right.
Hey, where has Colin Sexton been?
Oh,
and who
don't forget
wants
the
him?
Kyle Lowry take.
Yeah.
What I said about Kyle Lowry?
And the
You had
Carmelo take.
You had him out the league too.
Yeah,
And he,
Carmelo out the
he
league.
only went to win. He only went on to win a
And,
championship.
where's Denver at? Is Denver winning the title anytime soon? With Bola
That's
Bowl?
5 years,
They-
man. 5 years.
What's
That's
Bola
3
Bowl?
more to go.
Bola Bowl's
Yeah.
supposed to change the
Oh,
NBA.
Bowl.
Yeah,
Yep,
come
that's
on,
right.
let's
Hey,
go.
no,
Bowl,
he on the Bowl Bowl too.
No. I wasn't on that Bowl
Hey.
trade.
No, yes, it was.
No. I wasn't on that trade.
I don't know.
I
I
didn't
know.
say
I know
that.
what I said.
I know you were. I
Do
know
you?
I wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Go
I
ahead.
But the parity of the NBA to me has been the storyline overall. And then obviously getting some of our superstars back, like Steph, you know what I'm saying, playing at a high level. Last year, I felt like, it was his first year back, but, he wasn't always there. He's been more healthy this year. You look at, again, the Chicago Bulls. You look at the Memphis Grizzlies taking a major step forward. You know what I'm saying? To me, they are what the Utah Jazz were a couple of years ago. And Utah, by the way,
It's sad.
it's sad. Donovan, you know what? I'm gonna throw you a bone, bro. You're gonna be excited about this one. Donovan Mitchell is gonna be a New York Knickerbocker. That is who's
Don't
good.
say that now. Nah, he ain't. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he ain't.
That kill it, right? That's
I
kill
mean,
it. That kills right
anytime
now.
these niggas say anything, I'm like, bro, it's not gonna happen. But go ahead. Why you say that?
Saying, I'm saying that because Donovan Mitchell is in a very similar situation as what LeBron was in his first go around in Cleveland, where they're trying to retool. And Utah did a way better job.
Mhm.
They did a way better job. They're like, hey, you're the guy. We acknowledge that. Let's go get some guys that can hoop. But they still have yet to get the second best player to Mitch. Now, obviously, Rudy Gobert, defensive player of the year multiple times, rim protector,
Overrated.
great. You could call him that. But if he's your second best player, that's a problem because he don't get buckets.
Yep.
That's a problem. So Rudy needs to be your third or fourth best player. They don't have a number 2. Because of that, and because Utah's such a small market, they're gonna move on from him. Like, you know what I'm saying? They have to. They have to. You know say because he already signed his extension.
He did.
How many more? I think he only got 3 more years left.
And he
Probably two or
he
three.
more likely wants out. So
So
There you
his
go.
leverage is coming. They're gonna have to move him. And what bigger market than New York that's devoid of a fucking talent like that? Like they're gonna move heaven and earth to get somebody like that.
So Spidey and Zion and
I
RJ,
I don't think New York. I don't.
Cam Reddish.
Hey, we could talk about this debacle of New York, but I don't think that New York is gonna make the move for Zion. I don't see how that happens.
It'll be too much.
I don't see, like, it doesn't align. It just does not make sense. But Spider Mitchell, that makes sense.
Yeah, but Zion wants to be there. How do you not make that happen?
Can all of the financials that I said?
I understand, but
well, here's the thing. Okay, so I'm not saying that it's 100% off the table, but what I'm saying, it's more unlikely for Zion to be there than Spider Mitchell being there.
Yeah,
I think Spider.
Well, to go back to your, we got to go back to the question originally, but to go to your point as far as the parity, all those teams you mentioned, they not doing shit in the playoffs.
You don't think Memphis is?
Memphis is not doing shit deep run in the playoffs. The Cavs are not doing shit deep run in the playoffs. I think the Bulls at best get to the second round and then they get bounced out. At best. I think Milwaukee's going to repeat. I think we're going to see the same teams we saw last year get a deep run. I think the last 4 teams is going to be Phoenix, Milwaukee, Miami, and Golden State. As much parity, only parity we talking about is really in the NFL. Anybody can win that motherfucker.
Once they broke up that Nets team, bro.
Yeah, like, and now it's just like.
So y'all don't feel Philly has a legit chance of winning?
Hell no.
I gotta see it on the court.
Hell no.
I gotta see it work.
Why don't you feel?
Because it's James Harden. When has James Harden ever worked?
You're right. James Harden gonna.
We talked
pull a
about
hamstring.
was not only motherfucker yelling on this program like, bro, what the fuck? They moved all these motherfuckers out, and who's been the same motherfucker in that situation that's been the reason they ain't got over the hump? James Harden. We talked about how every time he comes up missing when you need him. This motherfucker had Golden State in Game 7 couldn't make a 3-point shot.
Let me ask you this: has James Harden played with anybody as talented as Embiid?
Yes.
Who?
Kevin Durant.
Twice.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, he played with everybody. Who hasn't he played with?
And I know we got to get back to the question, but I remember Stephen A. Smith screaming about Westbrook playing with Durant, Harden, CP3, naming all these superstars that Russell Westbrook played with no title. When is he going to have that same stance with James Harden? I'm waiting, Stephen A. I'm calling you out. Because you don't put it, I'm calling you out right now.
You know why? It's because they go to the same strip clubs together.
No, you know why? Because James Harden versus Russell Westbrook primarily. James is way more efficient, way less turnovers. The optics of his game lend to less scrutiny than a Russell Westbrook.
I understand all of that. That wasn't his point.
I feel you.
His point was he played with all these superstars and hadn't won until get it done. That same thing
hella
should apply
superstars
here.
too.
And we can say James probably played with more. He played with
way more.
Kyrie.
He got the last good of Dwight Howard. He did. That was the last.
And
good
now
of
Embiid. And we're not talking about championships with James Harden. Stephen A.
How many finals has James Harden been in?
None.
One.
Oh,
and because of KD. That was because of KD
and he was the reason why they lost.
No, he's the reason. He's James Harden, the reason why OKC lost that, but he was part of why they got there too. So don't.
No, I'm only talking about what has he done since then.
No,
you know how I am. I'm like, nigga, what you do?
He choked in them finals, and he's choked in the playoffs ever since.
So then, why am I thinking Philly's gonna be better when he's fatter and older?
Because Embiid is that good. And as good as Kevin Durant is offensively. And he can get hotter. Obviously, he's more of a natural shooter and perimeter player than Embiid is, obviously. But what Embiid does not have offensively, he more than makes up defensively what Kevin Durant can't do. So
who would you rather have right now, Embiid or Kevin Durant?
It don't matter. Either one.
I'm just asking, who would you rather have? Gun to your head.
Give me Embiid. Because when it comes down to it, I'd rather have somebody scoring five feet away from the basket than 35 feet away from the basket.
If it comes down to it, I'm taking Kevin Durant because he was one big toe away from getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, and we don't know how he could have, and we know he was gonna bust Atlanta. Whoever Atlanta was gonna face, I mean, whoever was waiting on the other side of that matchup between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets that year was gonna go to the finals. If Kevin Durant took that Brooklyn Nets team to the finals, We talking about a whole new story
But
For
yeah,
who?
for KD. For KD.
but now
Yeah,
his
but-
story is.
But even KD, you want to talk about James Harden in that light. What about KD? Outside of the
know.
Golden State run,
I know.
and Golden State was already made.
I know.
But when you was in OKC, you couldn't do nothing.
He got him to the finals. He got him one game in the finals too.
Okay.
He averaged over 32 points.
Okay,
He
and then
didn't do it
what
by
happened
himself
since?
like other guys.
What happened when he had he was up 3-1 against Golden State? What happened?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Oh, he was up 3-1 against. No, that was the Spurs had a 3-1 lead.
There's not that many faults to KD in my opinion. He does
No,
have
no,
his.
no. Whoa,
he does
whoa,
have his-
whoa.
he does
Ken.
have-
Am I misremembering that?
When
No,
we
no.
co-
Wait,
when we
hold on,
compare-
hold on.
when we co-
Pause.
When we compare him to other motherfuckers, there's not that many faults.
No, there's a lot of faults. Ken, remember the Grindhouse Memphis Grizzlies? The
Yeah.
Mark Gasol, the Mike Connolly, Tony
Allen.
Tony Allen. Remember all the free throws, KD, man?
I remember he missed some clutch
in
free
the
throws
clutch.
against San Antonio.
And Memphis, bro. And Memphis, we called him out.
Has he not made
Yeah.
up for those more than any other person we
All-
compare?
all-
him to?
Only when he went to play with Steph Curry.
So that Brooklyn series against Milwaukee didn't count.
He lost, didn't he?
He lost, but did he not do his part?
But he lost.
He lost.
Well,
He,
the team
he came up big.
He did his thing.
But he
did his
lost.
thing, but at the end of the day, he still lost.
Okay, he lost. I'll give you that.
Lost.
I'll give you that. We didn't answer. We
the
didn't answer the question at all.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
Defensive
you, bro.
player of the year. Who y'all got?
Defensive player of the year.
That's why this season.
Rudy
Shit, you
Gobert?
can't even think about nobody. He gonna say Rudy Gobert.
Just because.
No one cares.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Give me Joel Embiid. Give me Joel
He
Embiid.
was gonna say Joel Embiid for all five of them.
I'm not.
And we'll talk.
Coach
the
of the
boys.
year.
We'll get to the All Star after this.
But MVP, give me Joel and give me defensive player of the year, Joel.
MVP, give me Embiid. Defensive player of the year, give me Embiid.
Give me Joker for MVP. And give me
Black History Month, you gonna say Joker?
Joker's numbers are even better though.
yeah, they're better than his MVP.
Joker's numbers are crazy.
Give me Embiid, MVP, defensive player of the year. Who y'all got for rookie of the year?
Oh, yo.
Rookie of
Is
the
it
year.
Cade Cunningham? Is that a defense?
Yeah, Cade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
BK.
K-
Oh no, the Cleveland got Mosley.
Evan
Yeah,
Mobley.
Mosley.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
give him-
no,
I'll give him to Mosley. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm giving
Evan
him
Mobley.
to Mosley.
Evan Mobley.
Yeah,
Evan
Evan
Mobley.
Mobley.
whatever his
Yeah.
name is. Yeah. Coach of the year.
Who's coach of the year is gonna be
Monty?
Monty. Monty, you got to give it to Monty.
He should be back to back.
Should be back to back. You got to give
Wait,
it
you
to
were
him.
shitting on Phoenix.
And who's the most
Who?
improved player?
That's a good one.
DeMar DeRozan has to be most improved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that Jared Allen talk.
Or for defensive player.
Oh, is that what?
Or
that's
most
for?
improved.
Can be both because he.
Yeah, he could fit either one.
Man, DeMar not getting to LA, bro.
I know who's the most unimproved.
Who?
Julius.
Julius.
I know who the most unimproved.
Damn, I didn't even know that was.
It's not. I just made that shit.
He just wanted to shit on the Knicks. All right, whatever.
Because Nick,
Oh
look,
man,
sometimes you be going so gung ho.
He be saying that like it wasn't a year ago. They
Yeah.
were top 4 in the East.
Yeah.
Going into
I told you
he had the most
Hey,
improved.
he was
He was right.
His squad. He was with you with that same talk. In where the Hawks at?
A whole year
They're
change.
better than the Knicks.
What do
though.
I always
They're
say?
better than the
I
Knicks.
always say with new information you got to make a new decision, right?
Yeah.
And I was calling that shit out from that playoff series.
But from
How
old information, I told you what was gonna happen.
Nick,
and you
y'all-
ain't
but,
wanna
but
listen.
you weren't right last year. So how you gonna say you right now because
Nick,
you leapfrogging a whole year?
Nick, I told you last year that they overachieved and don't believe the hype because what's gonna happen is happening.
Okay, that was your prediction. I had mine.
Okay.
So I'm wrong, and
Yep.
your hating ass is right now.
I'm not hating. I'm just telling you
You
what
not
it
hating?
is.
You bringing up the Knicks? Who been talking about the Knicks?
Because
more?
it's you.
Between me and him.
Because it's you.
I ain't
You
bringing,
said-
if they
you said
shitty, I ain't bringing them up.
because Nick, I'm only bringing it up because
Why you
it's
bring up the Hawks? What's
I
up with the
just-
Hawks? Bring up your team.
They better than the Knicks.
Are they, are your,
I-
who's-
I-
who is his team? He don't
I
fuck
don't
with
have
Miami. He don't fuck with
I
Atlanta.
do. I fuck with all. I fuck with Miami and Chicago. I
So
said that.
why didn't you mention Miami as far as one of the teams that are coming out the East? As far as this parity shit you was talking about.
Well, you mentioned them. Well, because they've already for the last 3 seasons been like a top 5 team in the East.
Okay,
So,
so,
it's
why,
not parity.
so why not?
So things have not
The
switched.
Bulls
for
just
them.
came on the scene and you mentioned them sap. So then why are you all talking about a team that's more consistent over the last few years?
Because if we're talking about parity, you understand what parity means, right? Like
Yeah.
it means that there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that you did not think that was gonna be there is there now.
Mm.
Chicago was a fucking dumpster fire, damn near.
No, I'm saying I understand what parity means.
Mhm.
But we're talking about who do you think is most likely coming out the East? Like who's surprising to come out the East as far as parity? Why are you not talking about Miami Heat? I think they're the number 1 team in the East, or like top 2 in the East.
Yeah, between them and Chicago,
They went to
they've
the
been going
finals
back
just
and forth.
3 years ago.
Because look,
2-3 years ago.
because you know how I feel about Jimmy. Jimmy is the barometer of what a superstar is, right? Some nights he is, some nights he's not. I like. There's a lot of things I like, but there's nothing I truly love about that team outside of their grit.
I can say the
And
same
that
thing.
and that doesn't even
I
come.
can say the same thing about Chicago.
Nah.
What do you love about Chicago that you
The
don't
fit.
love?
The fit. The fit is excellent.
The fits ain't excellent in Miami?
Nah, it's the skill set of those players. It's a lot of redundancy there. That's why
Yeah.
they struggle in phases.
That's a good one, Noah.
Jonathan Murray.
Yeah, Murray.
That's
I
my
was
guy.
Most improved?
I was thinking Murray, and I was thinking Ja Morant even.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
19 to 26.
Yep.
Yeah, and now he's a force. I mean, he was always talented, but now he's a force
He be
in the
trying to
league.
fuck motherfuckers up, bro.
He do
all the time.
You know, I saw this
All the
Draymond
time.
interview where he was talking about some of the players that he hates playing against. And he said 2 of the players that he really hates playing against is Chris Paul and LeBron because they manipulate the game and they control so much of the game, right? He said somebody that's quickly climbing up that ladder in terms of what he does and his ability and his IQ and how he thinks the game. He said Ja Morant. He said playing against him is difficult and is becoming increasingly difficult because he can get wherever he wants, but he can manipulate everything on the court. And talking about manipulation, Jason Tatum was just on the JJ Redick podcast, and he was talking about how Chris Paul has this thing where he calls it a 3-for-2. So you can get, I don't remember the explanation. I have to go back, but the whole manipulation of like some of these guys in the NBA where if you shoot the ball at a certain time, you're guaranteeing yourself 3 more possessions before the end of the quarter.
Wow.
So Chris Paul, I have to go back and watch exactly what Jason Tatum said about what Chris Paul said. But at the end of the day, these guys, these high IQ, they're at a whole nother level that people don't really even understand. When he broke that down, man, what the fuck? It sounded like the same way you looking at me right now. Man, what the fuck are you talking about? 3-for-2. And Jason Tatum said he was thrown off too because this was when CP was still in Houston and the end of the half was happening. And CP yelled at the bench, 3-for-2, 3-for-2. Jason, what the fuck are you talking about? So at the end of the game, he asked him, he's like, what is that? And he told him, and he was like, holy shit. But yeah, like manipulation, man. Ja Morant is getting to that point, and it's scary. It's scary.
And it's early.
What's the next question?
The next question, Chief Miyagi. What's up, Chief Miyagi? He said, with player development more frequent, can you see a player in the game now that can come close to LeBron's finals appearances? 10. Can you see a team come close to the Warriors' appearances?
No.
5 straight finals.
That could happen again.
5 straight.
Yeah, I think a team with the right.
Yeah, no player is going 10.
Yeah,
but
no players going 5 or 9 or
I'll put it
whatever.
this way: it'll be easier for a team than it is for an individual.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't even think about any, especially with people talking about parity. I can't think about a team that can make a consistent run.
That's true.
5
Not like
years
that.
straight. Not right now.
Right.
Mm-mm.
The only team that's supposed to do that is Golden State again. But there's no other team in the NBA that they could make a 3 to 5 year run. Hell no.
I would say maybe more Phoenix than Golden State.
But shit, we didn't see Golden State coming for a 3 to 5 year run.
Yeah, we didn't see
that shit popped out of
people
nowhere.
thought Mark Jackson was crazy when he said this is the best backcourt of all time. Like
best shooting.
Yeah,
best
shooting backcourt of all time. Shit, I might even say the best backcourt of all time.
Well, you can say that now too. They've earned that. They've earned that.
What's the next question?
Oblivion Radio said, "Is football talk over?" Yes, finally. Let's talk some basketball. That's the
Ain't
one that
shit
you
to
saw.
talk about with basketball.
Donovan Molina, he said, "How would NBA improve the dunk contest? How could they improve it? And in the second half of the season, which potential new dark horse team will come?"
But this is how we can talk about the All-Star weekend. So what did y'all think?
Well, I made a
we're
video
gonna answer
about
the question first, or we're gonna go.
Well, you can answer the second part of the question, then we'll talk about the All-Star.
Okay. So the second part of the question, what was it again? A dark horse team.
Which dark horse team?
To do what? Make the playoffs?
Make
or?
a run.
I'm gonna say Charlotte.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say Charlotte. I'm not anticipating them like second round or anything like that, but I think whoever they play, they will scare the bejesus out of them because they have the talent and the moxie. But I wouldn't bet that they're gonna win. I just bet that it'll be a 6 or 7 game series and they're gonna be in almost every game.
I'll say the Clippers.
Really?
No one's really thinking about the Clippers at all.
They're not, and their trade deadline deals, they definitely improved, but it is. I don't know. Why you say that? Why do you say the Clippers?
Because I realized I was just watching. I forgot what game I was watching. I think when they faced the Warriors and they beat the Warriors, and I was like, who is on this roster? And I'm just looking at it. Obviously, Kawhi's still out, so that's why I haven't really been thinking about him. But I'm like, this is still a good squad. Ty Lue is still arguably top 5, if not definitely top 3. This team can still make a run. Like if we want to keep it a bean, like I think they could. They have all the tools. We've talked
Didn't
about
Paul
it.
George quit?
I don't think so.
I thought he quit on the team.
Nah, I just think
hurt.
I think Ty Lue's getting the most out of everybody. Reggie Jackson looks better. He looks rejuvenated. Who's that young kid with the dreads that he showed up last year in the playoffs?
Yeah, Terrence Mann.
Yeah, man has been playing a lot better. What's his name? Zubac is still a solid center. Like I think they still have a good enough squad to scare somebody.
Yeah.
Granted, they traded Ibaka to the Bucks. That's a great offseason.
It was a good move for both teams.
But I still think that the Clippers may do something.
Give me Dallas.
Really?
I mean, they're in 5th place. I don't know how dark horse you can call them, but I just think that they're going to slip up on some people. I don't think people paying Dallas any attention right now.
They shouldn't.
They're paying them no attention?
There's no reason to.
I think you should. I mean,
they always like a 4 or 5 seed for the last 3 years, get bounced out first round.
You know what? You know the reason why I'm not. I feel like I'm with Nick on this one is because as crazy as Luka goes in the playoffs, it doesn't always translate to wins, and it's not because of Luka. It's the rest of that squad, and they moved KP, and what did they bring? Who did they get?
I don't know what they
Bertan.
And ever since he signed the contract, he been downhill, Bertans. Because I watch basketball. I know he's a 7-footer that can shoot a little bit, but man, I don't believe in what. I think Dallas is in a similar predicament where they're going to lose Luka. You know, where Mark Cuban thinks that he has, you know, all of these players to just play their entire career there. That's not going to happen with Luka. I don't see it.
Y'all just watch them. I'm just saying that I was thinking Denver, but I just don't know if they.
Where's Denver right now in terms of the rankings?
But and they playing good basketball.
Is Jamal Murray back?
No, no, he's not. So you missing Jamal Murray and you missing Michael Porter. So you
that's crazy. They signed him and he got hurt. Sad.
So you missing some top tier talent on that team, but you still got some. Cupboard ain't bare.
No, the cupboard's not bare.
You got Burton back, you know, and they winning. They doing pretty good.
They're treading water. Look, think about this. If Joker didn't have another historic season, them boys they'd be a lottery team. That's how good Joker is.
Oh, for sure. That's 100%.
In the West.
That's even with those guys.
Non-playoffs to middle of the pack in the playoff teams. That's a hell of a basketball player.
If you say so. What's the next question?
Should the numbers do? I ain't got to say shit.
Oh, we didn't say how they can improve the dunk contest. The only way to really improve the dunk contest is to get the stars in it.
Yep. No.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of the whole unless you make it like the N1 dunk contest and just like have the community, like the best dunkers in around the world or whatever, do the shit. There's no point. Even
there
Anthony Edwards was talking about I don't want to be in no dunk contest. I like to dunk on niggas in the game. That's how you know.
Get rid of it.
LeBron has set the tone for superstars not participating in the dunk contest anymore.
And I feel you, and I don't disagree with that. But I have to agree more so with Shelton because all of the iconic dunk contest memories that we have, the majority of them are household names. You probably a little too young, but Dominique's dunk contest
against Jordan.
You know what I'm saying? With Jordan, the Spud Webb joint, Vince Carter. I'm pretty sure you remember Vince Carter. Like that, those dudes were household names.
What was the last?
Blake Griffin.
Who was the last superstar? Was that Blake Griffin?
Yeah,
The
Blake
last
Griffin.
Blake Griffin was ascending.
He was on that level.
But he was on that level.
at that point. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was up there.
He was at that level.
I was gonna say Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard was a
Superman.
star at
Yeah.
that time too.
He was a star at the time.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
But the
nobody
stars,
wants to see him.
but
dunk.
you can't force stars to.
But
to
you
participate.
can't tell me if John Morant wasn't in the dunk contest.
Yes,
We would have been there for that.
exactly.
Zach Levine.
No more. He already participated.
He
in
need to worry about
that.
that knee. He ain't,
Yep.
yeah.
He did what he had to do already.
But he can. I'm saying he can. He can.
Shit,
He
didn't
still got some good dunk.
Donovan Mitchell participate at one point?
Yeah,
He did at one point.
He did.
It
D.
just-
Mitchell's probably the last one at that level at the time of participation. Because when Zach Levine participated, he wasn't who he is now.
Yeah.
He isn't who he was.
Just
now.
get rid of the shit.
Yeah, Stephon Curry. That Levine Gordon dunk contest was.
That was one
That's
of
the
the better
last.
ones.
That's the last.
That was a good one.
dying breed.
I saw that shit. I'm like, man, I just saw the highlights.
Me
I saw
too.
the package.
Me too.
And I was like, even the package was whack. Even with them cutting out all the misses and stuff, the shit was bad.
yeah.
I'm like, yo, like,
You know what? This one was as bad as the Birdman one. Chris Anderson. You know what?
I remember
he
Chris
fucking
Anderson.
took like 30 attempts to try to dunk from the free
Like
throw
Cole
line.
Anthony. And
I just don't like the rules.
Cole Anthony, my God,
Yeah.
Jesus, he was so bad.
And you know what's crazy?
Jalen Green too.
Yeah, Jalen Green was bad too. But what's crazy about Cole Anthony, I just saw him on Chris Brickley's IG practicing, and the shit looked crazy. I'm like, who the fuck? Cole
Well, that's the
Anthony
thing. I
got
feel
dunks
like a
that?
lot of these guys in practice can nail those dunks. It was somebody that who tried to do the Jason Richardson dunk. Who was that?
Which dunk?
It wasn't Obi, was it?
Nah, it wasn't
Nah, it
Obi.
wasn't.
Through his legs.
Yeah, he tried to come from behind the backboard.
Jalen.
That was Jalen,
Yeah, he did it about 20 times.
and he couldn't get it.
Get it.
Man,
It's the lights, because they still young boys.
I
too.
guess, man, I don't know, man, but yeah, but I feel like when I was watching, I was like, man, you had to have practiced that and probably executed that in practice like over and over again,
Easy.
and now all of a sudden you can't do it. Yeah, the shit is just terrible, man.
Yeah.
Like even when, like my wife, she was like, man, I heard the dunk contest was terrible.
it was.
Like when it permeates beyond
Yeah.
NBA heads and regular people are talking about it
Yeah.
that don't even follow this shit, that tells you got a problem.
And that's the biggest. Saturday is the biggest part of All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
Saturday has it's
It
crazy
is.
how Saturday has overtaken Sunday,
It
but
is.
Saturday is like the main event. Everybody tune in on Saturday, and Saturday is just like all you got is the skills challenge, 3-point contest, and then the shitty ass dunk. Like it's the last 3 seasons has been like that.
And D Wade wasn't making it no better. He kept saying, in the words of Bubba Dub, trash. He was calling trash the whole.
Yeah, the whole comment. Yeah, even the people that you're supposed to be working for the NBA
Right.
and you're calling this shit whack.
That's pretty.
Yeah, they I think they say, yeah, I'll give this dunk competition like a 6 or a 5.
Yeah.
They were rating the actual whole event.
You gotta just
Yeah.
you gotta let the community just do it. Just get the best dunkers in the world.
That's what I was
and
thinking too.
Let it be creative. Let a team sponsor a dunker or something like that.
I was thinking that too.
Yep.
Let's enter a couple of those them people that YouTube sensations.
Give them some
let
bread,
them
get
get
$1
in
million.
there.
Whoever wins, get
Mhm.
$1 million. Now incentivized because the stars don't want to do the shit.
Nah. But while we talking about it, did you guys watch the Rising Stars games?
Nah.
I missed.
I
those.
didn't watch
I ain't
none.
watched none of
I
that
saw
stuff.
some highlights.
The only
Okay.
thing I
watched the
saw was
highlights of that.
Miles Garrett dunk on him.
Bro.
that nigga that nigga built like Arnold Schwarzenegger
Bro,
back
yeah.
in the late 80s, early 90s.
Miles
dunking.
Garrett not supposed to be that fucking athletic,
I
dog.
didn't see that.
Yeah, he.
Bro, that
Bro,
motherfucker like the Hulk.
Bro, Miles Garrett, his upper body ridiculous, bro.
Hey, so who you got? Miles Garrett or Aaron Donald? Somebody asked that at some
I
point.
don't know.
I'm taking Garrett.
Hey, bro,
Because I already know he going to use all the weapons he can to beat your ass.
Yeah,
bro, I'll pay to go watch it though.
yeah, I would
I don't,
too.
I don't know,
I paid to watch it too.
bruh.
Yeah,
That
didn't see that.
dude,
Hold on.
Miles Garrett, is not supposed to be that bouncy, bruh. And he
That's
got
ridiculous.
game though. See, that's the thing though, Ken. It's not just that he's a freak athlete and he just dunking all over it. The motherfucker got some handles on him,
He
dog.
just stiff because he got so much muscle.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? But Ken, I was watching he rapped like he was at an open gym. He was coming, he wrapped somebody around the back, threw a floater, he wrapped somebody, dunked on. I'm like, bro, what? That's a freak of
That's
nature.
the number one overall pick.
That's crazy.
That it is, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up now.
It's
Bro,
not
that nigga-
that don't make no sense, bro.
He was the highlight of the weekend.
He dunked on Machine Gun Kelly or somebody like
Oh, I saw his. I know he's from Cleveland, but
Jordan, let me ask the next one. Jordan Ullum. Jordan, what's up, Jordan? He said, what up, y'all? Love the show. Appreciate you, man. If y'all could pick your own big three in the NBA today, who would you pick? My big three would be Steph Curry, Ja Morant, and Joel Embiid.
You said
Oh,
Ja
shit.
Morant, Joel Embiid, and who?
Steph Curry.
That's a shitty big three.
I was thinking the only person that is not bad. The only person I was maybe Giannis. Dang.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you ain't have some of the best
I
ones.
ain't think about Giannis.
Give me Joker, Steph, and KD.
Oh, KD.
Are we just talking about talent? Just
Yeah, big
talent-wise?
three. You got three.
Yeah, like this is your three to start your squad with. You trying to go win a chip?
In a big three. I think it's like big
Oh, you
three.
mean like
turn
3-on-3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Oh, give me.
Then
If
that's
that's the
different.
case, give me Kyrie, KD, and Giannis.
Yeah, that's different then.
That's what I was asking. Like, I don't know.
that's
Are we
different.
talking about like
I
legit
thought it
basketball?
was NBA.
Yeah, like we're
Yeah.
talking about like this is your big three on an NBA squad.
Yeah.
That's different than like let's go out here and play 3-on-3.
Yeah, I'm getting Kyrie, KD,
okay.
and Giannis if we're doing that.
Okay, so let's do both.
I wouldn't pick.
So for
Kyrie.
NBA, I'm going Joker, KD, Steph. NBA, what you doing? Your big three.
Come back to me.
What you doing? Your big three in the NBA.
I'm changing it then because I'm gonna do Giannis, Joel Embiid, and Steph.
Your big three for your NBA squad.
Steph, LeBron, Embiid.
Your big three for NBA squad.
Give me Dame, Giannis, and
Julius Randle.
I hate y'all.
Or quickly.
He's talking all this shit. Like, I can't wait till Charlotte. Boy,
Hey, shout out to
Charlotte
Melo
fuck-
for making the All-Star. Hey,
Yep.
you owe him an apology too.
Who?
LaMelo.
For what?
He's an All-Star
What is an apology for?
because you called him average. What you put him on the same level as Quickly even.
I never said none of that shit.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Hey,
I asked you, why do you keep mentioning quickly in general? Because I never mentioned
Because
quickly.
you mentioned Quickly in the same breath as LaMelo. You did that.
Pull the tape because I don't never.
I'm gonna find it.
Because you always bring
Y'all
up
know
quick.
I'ma
I never
find it.
bring up quick. Y'all be
I'ma
bringing up
find
bench
it.
players more than I do.
I'm gonna
But
find
I
it.
said, give me Dame, Giannis, and give me Dame, Giannis, KD.
for your NBA big three.
NBA big three.
You said Dame, Giannis, KD. Okay. All right. So 3-on-3 in the court, big three for me. Give me Dame, Steph, and Giannis.
Yeah, mine's is Kyrie, KD, Giannis.
Giannis for sure. Giannis, Joker.
I just can't have two big men like occupying the same
yeah.
space. That's why, like, if I'm gonna get Giannis, he's my center forward.
Yeah, but see, Joker can play outside a little bit, and he gonna be
But
passing.
he ain't good outside like that.
He can shoot,
Now I'm saying he can't shoot. I'm just saying, like, but what else is he
and he
doing?
can pass. He can pass his ass out and rebound.
He ain't-
So, give me Joker, Giannis, and Steph. I'm gonna take Steph.
Ken, what
Same
about your
team.
playground three?
Steph, KD, and AD.
Hey, after 2 points, it's a wrap.
You probably had said Zion.
Hell, y'all not even playing. Y'all not even checking up the ball. Hell no.
Did you see that somebody posted saying the people that say AD better than Giannis, and Giannis was guarding AD? Did you see that? Oh man, it was awful.
Now, we can't
AD
put
was,
top
yeah,
five.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, let's not. I know we shit on AD now, but let's not forget AD had a run where he
Yes.
was like top dog in the NBA.
Top dog in the NBA.
Well, he was one of.
Top
I'm
five.
gonna
You
say,
said
yeah.
top five. you top dog.
he had a run. His
Okay.
run is gone.
Yeah.
Like Giannis has surpassed him now.
100.
Yeah.
But AD was
Yeah,
Like
he
he
was a
used to
top guy.
dominate. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a top guy. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And I like he was always considered top 5 and definitely top 2 at his position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, nah,
That's the New Orleans years, y'all.
Yeah, no,
New Orleans years, y'all.
it's a wrap for AD now.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what nobody says.
But
You gotta trade him.
Oh,
wait, so you watch anything from the All-Star game?
I just watched the actual game, and I did watch the dunk contest and the 3-point contest.
Anybody you watched the 3-point shit? You saw Cat won that shit.
I saw that.
That's when I was also like,
Yeah,
who the fuck
But he was
is-
drilling them bitches though.
yeah, he was.
I ain't gonna lie. He was and Kennard was drilling them too, but he
I
was
get that,
drilling
but
them.
was that an enticing like
They
is
added.
that gonna elevate Cats? Like, is he now like?
I think them winning this year is starting to elevate us. Well, people are not talking about him yet, but they're actually winning this year.
And he's playing better.
Yeah, and he's definitely
being
playing.
more. He got a fire behind him now this year.
Yeah, he's different.
Like I always felt Cat was good to really good offensively. Where he lacked was defensively. He's better, but he's still not as dominant as he should be.
No.
The physical tools and the IQ that you see on the court, for whatever reason, doesn't translate defensively.
Yeah,
And that's the problem with it. Because who's going to question his offensive repertoire? He's a 3-point contest winner. We know he got range. He has touch and he has moves. So nobody questions him there. But why are you not as dominant on the defensive side? Because if he was, that team should be a top 4, top 3 team instead of 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
To me, he's the difference.
Yeah,
he should be a 25-12 guy consistently.
100%.
So
if we're talking best big men, it should be Joel, Joker, and Cat, in whatever order you want to put them. But Cat, we're not putting them there.
I think he deserves to be there now.
No,
he's still at
Not yet.
He's
Who's
still
the third
right below
guy?
him.
Yeah, I'll say he's up there. He's
still
5.
right below.
Who are the 3? Joel, Joker, who
It
else?
really ain't no 3. That's what
Nah.
I'm saying. You put them 2, and then he's
and
down
then
here.
everybody else.
What about Ayton?
Man, y'all putting Cat with
Ayton-
everybody
Ayton-
else?
Ayton is with no.
No,
not
he's
with
still.
everybody else. He's on the
he's
second
elevated.
tier.
Gotta
big
be.
man. No, he's on the second tier.
Yeah.
The first tier big man, Joker, Joel. That's it. Second tier big man, you can put DeAndre Ayton there. You can put Cat there.
Bam Adebayo.
Bam there. Who else you want to put there? Maybe not this year, but Evan Mobley is looking like he belongs in
Evan
that
Mobley's
category.
gonna be nice.
He got to do like 2 or 3 more years.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he can score anywhere on the court.
You know somebody that this season, I guess you have to put him there, especially because of his defense, Jaren Jackson, and because they're winning in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? He's in that second tier.
He's always been solid. He's just been hurt. That's all.
Yeah, he's actually
been
staying
hurt.
healthy.
He's been hurt.
Did anybody watch the skill? Did anybody watch anything?
I didn't get to watch
I
that.
didn't watch a damn thing.
I bet the
So
go
I made a video. I said the shit was whack.
I agree with you.
I said,
I'm coming in.
I said the shit was whack.
Shit was just shit.
People,
And it
jumped on me, but
Cleveland could have been a reason too.
nah, I don't know. But they
See, why you trying to
I'm
hate?
just saying, bro. Like,
yeah, their stars showed out. Garland, Mobley, and whoever.
I'm talking about the
else.
city itself.
Oh,
No,
and-
no, look
And LeBron did his thing too.
You watched the game. I watched the game today.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like in talking about the All-Star game, it's better the day after. When you
Why?
can get because I can get everything condensed.
Mm.
I can watch all the highlights on YouTube
Right.
and pull up everything without
What
having to
happened.
sit there and
the
watch
commercials.
this mediocrity,
Mhm.
on the screen. I can get somebody to put it together for me and watch it. Even the game, I just logged in and watched it. And it was a typical All-Star game. You wait until the fourth quarter. That's when all the action is. Steph showed out.
Yeah, Steph
did.
made it exciting.
Steph
That
definitely.
rainbow three, bro.
The one where he shot it at half court, turned around, and looked
not
at
that one.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Bruh.
That was crazy. I'm
That sideline runner.
Yes. No. Not even that one.
That was
I'm talking about he is more so to like if we're looking at the rim, he's more so on the right side of the court, and he did a step back and he fucking launched that.
Oh,
shit.
yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
It hit nothing but see, look, and this is why I keep saying this shit. Steph can play in any era, but he would have got fucked up. Because you do that shit back then, bro, you catching a straight elbow to the fucking nose, bro. You're not gonna disrespect them old school basketball players. Bro, Steph is a cheat. He built different. And then the crazy part was Trey was trying to go back and forth a little bit.
He was.
You not Steph, bro.
He was.
You not Steph.
Yep, I
You are
saw
not
that.
We saw Batman and we saw Robin.
Yes.
Yeah, for
yes.
sure.
No, we saw, man, I don't have the comparison, but it was worse than that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was like I don't even have the one either. Like, and a clear illustration of that was when he hit that half court.
Yep.
He shot the half
And
court,
just turn around.
turned around,
Before they went in.
Yep.
and looked at Trey Young
Mhm.
walking down the court,
Mhm.
and was like, "You
Yeah.
ain't on my level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah.
You ain't on my level yet." So that
No,
was
he-
good.
Nobody will ever be. Look,
Well,
I
that's
won't say ever.
no,
Yeah.
I can
You can say
confidently say that.
You can pretty much say
We
in
said
this-
ever about a lot of
in
shit.
our time we
We
won't
said-
see another
maybe
that.
not in our
Not
time,
like
yeah.
that.
No, we will never.
So I had
See
that
that
question watching him shoot like that, and I was wondering if we would ever see anything
Nah.
like that.
Nah.
We may, and the only reason I can say that is because this generation, they're gonna pick up on his son could be the one.
But will they-
Just like he was Dale's son. Dale was a
But
shooter.
will they
not,
put?
not
So
superstar
one of the
sons
things,
never go-
the
never
comment,
come out.
I forgot who it was, Reggie Miller, somebody said, is that people don't take into account how much practice
Yeah, he did say that.
he had to put into perfecting what he did. So the guy coming behind him may think is easy, but they may not be able to. Dame is the closest thing right now in the league that can do what he's doing, and he don't do it at the same clip that he
Yeah.
does it.
No.
So,
That's just
And
it
Dame is more
different.
clutch than Steph, in my opinion.
I would agree with that too.
But no, but see here the reason why I say never, and I know they always say never,
Somebody
but
said Riley Curry.
possibly. But the reason why I say never is because when it comes to shooting, like you have natural shooters, right? Like Ray Allen was a natural shooter. Wesley Person, Chuck Person, they were natural. Dale Ellis, I know I'm going back. Some of y'all may not know. Go do your YouTubes and
Yeah,
Googles.
look at Dale Ellis, bro.
Dan Marley.
Oh yeah, Thunder Dan.
Bro, like these are Mark Price. These are pure shooters. But what Steph does is just I can't fathom. Like I don't know, man. Like when I watch Steph, I cannot imagine anybody else having the creativity that Steph does and how or where he shoots, his release. Like it's just a perfect storm, right? Like because Steph's shot is a push shot. Steph shoots on the way up, and we've never seen a release that fast, which is why he can shoot over 7-footers in his grill. Dame can't do that. Trey has to create the separation, right? Like all of these other guys have to do so many other things to get the shot off, and he don't. I don't think that's what we're not gonna see. We're not gonna see what makes him special. Nobody else is gonna have that. The same thing like Michael Jordan. Kobe was the closest, but he's not MJ. There was a gap between MJ and Kobe. And I know some people may not feel that way, but I watched both of them. Kobe was the closest thing, but he still was not MJ. There's nobody. Zion could be very close to LeBron physically, but we're not gonna 22 years doing that.
Yeah,
We're not gonna see that.
yeah. It's kind of funny because with the next LeBron, and then you see Zion and be like, yeah,
He
you
hurt.
can put up the stats and stuff like that, but in terms of being like the guy
Being
Mhm.
focused
and like
too.
LeBron, a LeBron type player,
Never.
I don't think we'll
'Cause
ever
it's
see
always,
anything like
it's always
that.
the mind with the body.
Yeah, it's
Same
kind
thing
of
with Jordan. Same
crazy.
thing. It's always the mind with the
Yeah,
body.
We're not gonna
yeah.
see it.
But I think last thing, and then we can move on. As I was watching it, I was looking at like the other superstars, like Joker and Luca and who else? John's almost there, but not quite. Booker, I'm
Mhm.
like, damn man, y'all are here, but y'all not carrying the torch.
I was thinking
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing about this. That was the thing that my main takeaway to All Star Weekend was like, bruh, who do I give a fuck about the league after like LeBron and them league?
I saw an article about that recently too. There's an article.
Because Zion was supposed to be that.
Yeah, he was.
And his fat ass ain't doing shit now.
They were saying
Yeah.
we don't have that next yet. So it's kind of
They're saying Steph is like, all right, is Steph now the face of the NBA? I'm like,
Ja's working his way there. I think LaMelo has a lot of hype and built-in pub marketing. The career just has to follow suit. I think he can get there.
He's on the path though.
Yeah, because a lot of people fuck with him heavy.
Rookie of the year, All-Star next year.
Yeah,
He's
he
on the
back
path.
door
but,
his way in, but
obviously a superstar comes in the playoffs. You ain't
Oh,
gonna be a
100%.
superstar in the regular season.
No, 100%. But
well, you can.
Who's a superstar that does
not in your first 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
Like you have to make some play. To me, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. you do not establish yourself as an NBA player until you have a playoff moment. Because individually, I have to go against this team potentially 7 times. They're trying to stop me and they couldn't do it. So now when you get to the regular season, it's like, oh, you cupcake. I know what that pressure feels like. And the regular season ain't that. So now they just go through the regular season like it ain't shit. That's when you see the superstardom.
I think Embiid felt like he had a presence out there on the court, like superstar presence on the court.
Mm-hmm.
But
he wasn't established yet.
I know I'm talking about this year, but just like,
yeah,
it's just like, but I was looking, I was like, all these other guys like checking in and out. I was like, yeah, y'all, it's cool, but we ain't here to see you, Otis.
Right.
Type of feeling.
It was Giannis' show too. Giannis played.
Even Giannis to a certain degree.
He played good though.
He played good, but
nobody's excited about Giannis.
Right.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, LeBron and Steph. Yeah. Honestly.
Those are the two faces of the NBA.
Right after that, a little bit.
Yeah.
But
and even Embiid, I don't know.
And even Embiid didn't really, like, he was playing hard and doing stuff. Like, he was shooting his ass off.
America would have to embrace foreigners as superstars and faces of the NBA.
You don't think they have?
Not really, because we talked about that. We talked about how James, like that time.
I don't think they have, bro. Not yet.
James Harden, it was Giannis for MVP and shit like that. Everybody wanted James Harden, but it was Giannis who was like obviously the clear MVP. And
why?
Once he won,
because I want to say, and I don't remember exactly that year, but I know one of the years that James Harden didn't win MVP, he was literally number one in almost every offensive category.
LaMelo and Ja. He said young guys. That's what Aldridge J said. Youngins' favorite players, LaMelo and Ja.
Mm-hmm. So to give some credence to the whole LaMelo thing, you know, my youngest brother runs Elite Ambition Basketball out of Dallas, Texas. And all of his players all want the LaMelo shoes.
Who is he with? Is he with Under?
He with Puma.
Okay.
He's with
Jay-Z
Puma.
getting the motherfuckers on basketball too.
Yeah. So all of his kids, 16 and under, they all want the LaMelos.
And what's crazy is LaMelo still finding himself. He's still a youngin'. And when I say that this is all talent we're seeing right now.
Mm-hmm.
When he figures it out, the game, man. When he figures it out, he gonna be trouble.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
You why you say we'll see?
I say that with everybody. We'll see.
But I'm saying why?
Because he hasn't put it all together yet. So I don't know what he's gonna be. I have no idea what LaMelo could be. He could be he could be the greatest player of all time. He could be just a solid Kenny Smith.
Nah, he's not.
Real talk, bro.
He beyond Kenny Smith right now.
He already got Kenny.
LaMelo the Jet. Ball.
He already got Kenny. He's rookie of the year and all-star.
How is he better than Kenny? His career ain't better than Kenny right now.
He ain't got a title
all-star
yet.
in 2
He
years.
ain't got 2 titles.
He ain't
got 2 titles.
All-star.
He ain't got 2 titles.
He on the path.
I don't see nobody win on Kenny Smith.
And what if he never win a title? What if he never win a title?
If he never wins a title,
what's his name? What's his name? What's the guy's name? He said
Mitch Richmond.
Yeah, Mitch Richmond. A black Mitch.
So what you're telling me is that a title automatically makes your career better than a person that didn't win a title?
No, what I'm saying
is, hold on. So you're saying that Kenny Smith's career is better than Charles Barkley?
No, he said that his career is better than Kenny Smith's now because of what these was 2 awards.
I said he's
rookie of the year
first year
and an all-star
second year. I was like,
and I said,
there you go.
Kenny Smith don't give a fuck about that because he got 2 fucking NBA titles.
Wasn't he an all-star too?
I think he did. He go one time.
I thought he was at least a 2 times.
I don't keep up with Kenny Smith like that. But
Kenny Smith was never really the guy.
Never.
I'm just saying, y'all disrespect.
He was good. I love Kenny. Kenny's a Carolina guy, so I love Kenny.
Yeah, I mean,
he was a guy, but he was never the guy.
Yeah, Kenny Smith was fine, but at the end of the day, he got 2 titles. Yeah, I mean,
But individually,
what the fuck those damn rookie of the year and all-star things?
Individually, LaMelo's on a better career.
Mitch Richmond got a title.
Should I say Richmond?
Hey, there's a lot of rookie of the years that ain't do shit.
Markel Fultz was rookie of the year?
Yep.
Shit.
So was Michael Carter Williams.
Well, I'll take that back. We the boys. CP3 broke his thumb. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks. Yep. That's crushing. Is the West wide open even for the Lakers?
I think the Lakers are gonna make a run. AD got hurt though.
Mm-hmm. See, and here's the thing about the AD thing. We'll get right back. I'm not gonna be long-winded. They're talking about reevaluating AD in 4 to 6 weeks.
I know, yeah.
Not we're gonna be back. We're gonna see how you feel.
Thank
A
God.
month,
Man,
a
it's
month
to the
and a
Thank
half
God
from
they
now.
got that title when they did.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's to the point where even if he does come back, he's still gonna be out again. It's gonna
They gonna
happen.
They
have
gonna have to
time.
blow out the whole team.
LeBron gonna pass him the ball too hard, and he gonna hurt
It's
himself.
it's not when he's gonna play. It's when he's gonna go down.
Hmm.
That's
That's
always
bad.
the question with him. So I feel bad for CP because that team was playing beautiful
We
basketball.
say that every year with CP.
Yeah, we do.
I feel bad for CP because of this, that, and the third.
The best thing that for them is it happened early.
Yep.
So even if they,
The fact that it happens means that it's
Oh, you talking about for Phoenix?
yeah,
Yeah.
for Phoenix,
I don't know,
Is
man.
it on his right hand or left hand?
They were rolling.
I think it's his right hand. They were, yeah,
That's-
they were
that's his
definitely
dominant
right.
Yeah, this is right.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, the chemistry, everything that they had, man, winning blowouts, close games, comeback games. Like they were winning in all kind of ways, and to lose him off of some bullshit. I forgot. I don't know what he was doing Wednesday for 68 weeks. Man, that's
the
a
whole
lot,
rest
bro.
of the season. Then man.
It's gonna
Basically,
come. It's
he'll
gonna
be
come
back
down to
by
your
the
boy.
playoffs.
Book
No,
Payne.
yeah,
Campaign.
Yeah.
I am curious to see what Book's gonna do though.
Major pain.
yeah. I think he can still lead that team,
I mean,
and they still gonna be
to
okay.
carry a team like that.
Yeah,
Like,
I
this
mean, they
is
ain't
it.
gonna not at this pace, but still, I mean, at top level pace.
They can still finish top 3, top 4 in the West.
Yeah, that team got a lot of confidence.
And honestly,
But they got a 7-point lead over a 7-win lead over Golden
Golden State
State.
6.5. Yeah.
yeah, but without CP,
Well, this will
That could
prove
be
to see
gone.
how good Devin Booker is.
that's what I was about to say. I think that this obviously is not a good thing because you want CP, but I think that the timing of it and because they had the playoff run and the experience, this is going to really show what they're made out of, right? Because injuries are part of professional sports. So can you tread water when one of your best guys go down? That says a lot about the ball club. So we're going to really know what the core of that team is really about because we already knew when CP went there. CP, one of the best floor generals ever. Of course, he's going to elevate them. His aura has already permeated them for a season now.
Right.
What did you learn from having CP3? Because now the teacher's over here. He can't play in the game with you no more.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna
Yeah.
do? What did you learn?
Yeah, the talent's still there. They still got horses. I think they'll be okay. I really do think they'll be okay during this stretch.
We'll see.
Well, B walked back what he thought the Phoenix would be. What about you coming into the season?
Yeah, I have to because I wasn't expecting the roll like this. I don't know how healthy it is for teams to be this good though, that early. Meaning it's a lot of pressure when you win in that many games.
It wasn't pressure on Golden State and Chicago.
That's a little different though. That's a little different level of talent and
Different situations. Different situations.
The
Chicago.
Seattle Supersonics when they were balling.
Chicago was veteran driven.
Exactly.
Golden State
They've
was
been there,
veteran
done that.
driven. That permeates pressure, especially going into the playoffs. That's hard. It's
always
hard.
trying to put pressure on somebody.
But it's true though. Like
How is it true?
it's true because think about it. Before
This type of pressure.
think about it. Before the finals run, they had a bubble run, right? Then there was
Right, there was
expectation.
the bubble run. Right, okay, keep going.
And then you add CP3. That added pressure to say all of you.
No, he's talking
youngins-
about now though. But
No, I'm getting to
all
that.
right, my bad.
So when you added CP3, it automatically added pressure because now there's expectations. D-Book, you've been whatever, but we need you to do it when it matters now. DeAndre Ayton, you got to do it when it matters because CP is going to put you in that position. Then CP's there the whole season. They make a finals run.
Mm-hmm.
The expectation level is higher now. So he's right because the rest of that core is young. This is the first time that they've ever experienced something like that. With Golden State, with Chicago, with some of these other teams right now today, it's not pressure for Zach LaVine. You know why? Because Zach LaVine has now been in the league 6, 7, 8 years. He's a 25-point-a-game scorer. He done seen all types of defense. Even though he has not played in the playoffs yet, he's seen all types of defenses. But DeMar has. DeMar's made deep playoff runs. Nikola Jokic is 2010 wherever the hell he goes. You know what I'm saying? The rest of those guys just do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Golden State, been there, done that. What other team would you? The Lakers. You said they might make a run. Why? Why are you saying that? Because LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron and only LeBron.
Period.
So what? Say your statement again. There's pressure on them this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because of what?
What they did.
what they did and the fact that they're winning, I think it's pressure too because of the fact that they're having so much success early.
So why is it? Do you feel like success early?
Yes.
Do you feel the same amount of pressures on Golden State?
No.
I don't because of the amount of veterans on that team, the veteran leadership, and the
One
fact
guy.
that they've already done it. Well, you got Draymond, you got Steph,
2 guys.
you got these guys. You still
So
got
you saying Clay?
Andre Iguodala, you got Clay, you got all those guys that have
the
been
core
there.
group that's playing are young.
Right.
But those guys know that they can rely on those vets, even though those vets ain't getting the minutes right now. Right? Like Draymond's not playing. Iguodala
is hurt. He's not playing either.
And you already know Iguodala's gonna get more playoff minutes than regular season minutes. A lot of these youngins ain't gonna get them type of minutes in the playoffs unless the matchup dictates it or health. But them youngins, they know they can rely on.
I don't know. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so who has more pressure? Like between Phoenix and Golden State, who has more pressure? Phoenix.
Because Golden State has already proved if they never win another championship, they're going down as one of the greatest to ever be a basketball team. Phoenix, you can't put Phoenix in that category yet.
And see, Golden State has been doing it without everybody. Like they're missing key pieces already. So it's kind of like they've been
struggled when those key pieces came back. Clay came back, they stopped winning.
Well, Draymond went out. Clay came back the night Draymond went out. That same night. So you lost even.
So they not winning.
Important piece.
But either way, I think I get what you're saying. But the way I look at it is that, like, I kind of look at it as the opposite because I look at this team as came back with focus. Like the way they're playing, winning these games. We're not trying to win all these games because of pressure. We winning these games because we want to get back to the NBA. We want to win that motherfucker.
Well, we agree. I'm saying that same thing. I'm saying that's where the pressure is going to come in. The pressure is going to come from self-imposed just as much as outside.
I see focus though.
It is, but you got to hold
not like
up.
pressure though.
You talking about Golden State?
Phoenix. Them boys are focused on getting back and proving last year wasn't a fluke. So I think
they're not pressure though.
I don't
because
not in the way that I maybe I'm misunderstanding the type of pressure that you guys are.
You have to have cause and effect. And for me, the reason why they're focused is because they know they have pressure. The pressure comes before the focus.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's going to get tighter. My thing is, you get the further along it gets, the tighter you get. The more pressure you feel to win those games.
I think they would have folded already, though, bro.
Nah, because right now it's still easy. This
you know why it's pressure?
Coasting time.
In my opinion, Ken.
Coasting?
Are the Suns the favorite?
They should be, yeah.
Now they are.
Are they? Mm-hmm. When you talk to basketball people, they say, "Oh yeah, the Suns are."
Everybody gonna say Golden State. People gonna say Golden State. People been riding Golden State, and Golden State looked great. And the way they were playing, everything like that, they've hit a bump in the road. Nobody talking about it, but they hit a bump in the road. Draymond's out. Okay, fine. Now we'll probably see the same type of effect that happened on Phoenix. Now that CP3 is out, you'll probably see them start losing games. We'll see if the energy's still the same, and they give the same type of credence or pass that we're giving Golden State. But nevertheless, I think that when they went to the finals and got a taste and they lost, I think that they came back not with pressure to get back, because I think that type of pressure is like, oh, we got to prove that it's not a fluke, and then you start fucking up. It was like, no, we're gonna go back and we're gonna win this fucking thing. Kind of like when look at Giannis when them motherfuckers when he was losing the shit, he was like, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna win this fucking thing. I'm gonna be fucking locked in. Fuck all the pressure. I have will and determination to win this thing, and I'm gonna do whatever it fucking takes to do it. Win at all costs, and that's what I see from this team.
And I don't disagree with you. I guess my point to what you're saying is they went to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like how that tasted when they lost. Mm-hmm. They came back and said
one of the things you always say.
100%.
Yep, you got to get your heart broke.
Got to get your heart broke. For that, they are better. But I think the reason why they have pressure, but they didn't fold to the pressure is because they have a one of the best leaders to ever do it. So they're not going to. He's not going to allow that to happen first and foremost. But there is pressure there. CP knows how to navigate it because he's been there, done that. If this team had, let's say, if this was CP year 4-5, they would have folded. He wouldn't understand how to navigate the expectations. Mm-hmm. If CP got hurt early in the, I'm talking about game 5, 6, 7. we could have seen a self-implosion. Because now, okay, our leader's gone. We're not winning games. We're not even treading water, potentially, right? But because it happened now, the pressure's still there. The difference is that they had CP until now.
So you're saying that the pressure isn't to their detriment.
No. And that's why I say cause and effect. The reason why they're so laser focused is because they know it's pressure to get back. Number one, because how many teams get to back-to-back finals like that? Number one, our best player, our leader, is old as shit by basketball standards. Not, you know what I'm saying? He can still hoop.
So there's internal pressure
Yes.
that they put on themselves to
It can
get
be,
back.
yeah.
Yes.
You and then you think about too. Golden State has the record for the best record of all time, right?
Oh, yeah. 73-9.
They didn't win that year.
Mm-mm.
That was a lot. That was pressure down the stretch
Mhm.
to keep that winning going. The more you win, the tighter you get. I just look at it like that. Like every game becomes bigger and bigger because your stars don't come out to play till after All-Star break. Like LeBron is treading water. Now LeBron is about to play ball. Now, okay, it's time to play now. Come on, Russ. Now you're going to see him turn up a notch. Now it's going to be like we focused on Phoenix now, too. We're paying attention now. We ain't thinking so much Golden State.
Because there's no external pressure because how many people have Phoenix going back? I know there were 2 people on this panel that didn't.
I think that Phoenix. I think they could go back. It's just that this injury just comes at the worst time.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna go back.
I had them going possibly. I had a rematch. Honestly, based on how the season was going, I don't see anybody beating Milwaukee out of the East, and Phoenix is the most complete team in the West consistently throughout this whole season so far up till this point of the injury. But now with the injury, that does throw things in flux.
I didn't think they were going to be this good.
But I'm saying that's the reason why I had them going back, just because they were bringing back the same group. They were the only team that was really bringing back the same group, same type of chemistry and all that. Everybody else was going to have to mix and match. Some people was coming back who haven't been back in 3 years, 2 years, and stuff like that. And with Milwaukee, it's like they got the best player in the league. So I don't know. I think it's bound to be a repeat, another shitty finals as far as marketing.
Let me ask you this, Nick. Firepower for firepower, you trust Phoenix over Golden State?
As a complete team right now, I trust Phoenix, healthy Phoenix over Golden State.
So for me, I say no. The reason being, in my opinion, Golden State obviously went as healthy as possible. I'm not including Wiseman in that because we have not seen him all year. But with Clay, with Draymond, with Steph, there's not a better connected team defensively in the NBA. And what do we always say? Defense wins championships. That's the best defensive team when they want to turn up. To Shelton's point, without Draymond and without Wiseman, there's no fucking size. After you go past Kayvon Looney, what the hell do we do? So that's a problem. But with Draymond being healthy, to me, defensively, that's the best team. And then offensively, you have the biggest atomic bomb in damn near NBA history.
I get you on the offense side, but that's why defense side, that's the biggest weakness that Golden State has. They have no big man.
Biggest weakness?
The biggest weakness. DeAndre Ayton can literally, if he elevates from his gameplay from that last playoff run this year, he will literally dominate every matchup in the paint. There's no reason why you can't just dump it off to DeAndre Ayton and he'll just throw right in.
He's not dominating Draymond, bruh.
Yeah.
Draymond.
I'm talking about. I don't think Draymond will guard him most of the time. I think it'll be they'll try to get Looney or some shit to do that. I think Draymond will be trying to get on Devin Booker because I don't think Klay Thompson can keep up with Devin Booker at this point stage.
Yeah.
At this stage of his career,
yes, bro.
Yeah, you slow him down. You don't stop him, but you slow him down.
And you're acting like Devin Booker's a burner. Like he gonna turn the corner on me.
I'm just talking about keep up with him as far as like how Klay Thompson used to be like, all right, you got him. We won't have to worry about you.
He still can.
I don't think he could do that right now.
I think he could.
He still can.
Yeah. It's been 2 going on damn near 3 years.
He still can.
And he came out looking like the dude from
he looked like a dude from the Wild with the headband. The dude from the Wild.
But he's still
he's still Klay.
His averages.
Yeah, he's still Klay.
I
ain't worried about Klay. I wouldn't worry about that. But Draymond is kind of like a jack of all trades. He can.
We keep on talking about Draymond like he young. That motherfucker getting old too, bro.
Yeah,
that nigga he ain't gonna bang with a young ass big man who's trying to prove himself.
I just don't. Well, one, I would see if Phoenix is gonna commit to getting him the ball like that. Then two, Kevon Looney, and that's why I say Wiseman. If Wiseman is 6 more fouls in size, that's why you need a Wiseman.
We don't know what Wiseman is. But to I'll end on this before I have to dip. With to FIFO's point, this CP injury will showcase how they get Ayton in because he's supposed to be there. Last year, you said they were their big. That was their big three. It was Ayton, Booker, and I said it was 2.5 men. So let's see if he can become officially that third wheel that they need.
Yes, sir. Let me get through the rest of these super chats. We got Josh Bros. Josh Bros says, "This is mainly for Nick and Ken. That man, give that man Lucas some love. He balling
You can leave. You can
with
leave.
a bum
You can
roster
leave. Don't worry.
and got a better record than Joker, who's getting MVP talk. What you got, Ken?
I got next question. That's what I got. That's what I got.
Josh Bros, man, they got to
Appreciate
answer
you, Josh Bros.
Yeah.
I'll holler at you at the end of the season.
Oh man. Josh Bros also said, Nick, the Knicks are trash. Time to rebuild again.
Yep. But they never built nothing.
That was one way to come back.
What they built? What did they build?
Nothing. Yeah, Nick gonna run on that one. He know it. And then he, like I said, he gave that team a lot of props. He put them way up here.
He did. Bro, I questioned the head coach. I questioned Julius being the best player. I'm like, okay, what the fuck y'all think what do you think y'all ceiling is as a New York Knickerbocker? Whatever they did last year, that's it.
Playoffs to lottery, adding talent.
Bruh.
Home court to lottery.
Come on, man.
Adding talent.
Kanye started a live.
Uh-oh.
Guess it's down to 2.
Yeah, down to
like
2. Oblivion Radio. What's up, Oblivion? Oblivion say, I want everyone to answer this question. Have you guys changed your mind about Giannis, or does he still need to work?
Nah. Giannis has added everything he needs to add at an adequate level to be the most dominant basketball player he can be.
Correct.
Last year, I questioned him on counter moves and jump shots.
And that was all accurate to me. Like I said, some people call it hate. I don't know why.
Me neither.
Once again, that ain't hate. When you saying a person can improve, that has nothing to do with hate. It has nothing to do with hate.
And he improved the two things. The man got a pull-up jumper now.
Yeah.
And he has a couple counter moves.
Right.
He looks like he's ready to kind of go on his own mini run to dominate the league himself. We'll see if it happens. Because if they repeat, bruh.
He might win 3 in a row.
And Drink More Water said, who's playing better, Giannis or Embiid? Giannis's numbers are 29.4, 11.2, and Embiid. Well, let me say them against each other. 29.4 for Giannis, 29.6 for Embiid, 11.2 rebounds for Giannis, 11.2 rebounds for Embiid, 6 assists for Giannis, 4.5 for Embiid. Giannis also being the better overall defender.
Different positions.
How can we say that, though? That he's a better overall defender? And I know where you're going. Go ahead and finish that point.
No, I just said they play different positions. Like Embiid's mostly, well, not mostly in the post, but he plays the 5. So he sees a lot of big men. Giannis is 4. He still plays the
3-4,
3-4,
3-4-5, 1.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'll say that he's definitively better. What are the blocks per game? I think they're probably about equal. I think
Embiid probably got him on blocks, and Giannis probably got him on steals, but it's because of the nature of their positions.
Yeah.
So I can't say that one is necessarily better than the other. They're both dominant at what they do because Giannis is more of a perimeter guy that can guard bigger guys down low, and Embiid is a bigger guy that primarily guards down low that can go out here and guard a point guard for 2-3 seconds. I'm not saying you're going to put Embiid on a point guard where you could put Giannis on a point guard and put Giannis on a 5-man.
Yeah.
That's the difference. It's just, Giannis is a little bit smaller and he's more agile. But they're both, in my opinion, the best defenders at their position. Or arguably, somebody wants to say Rudy Gobert. Okay, fine.
Right.
I'm not gonna.
But they're still up there. They're elite level.
They're elite level defenders.
And that's pretty good. That's a pretty good stat line for both.
100. But who's the better player?
Embiid.
They're damn near even on blocks and steals.
Oh,
believe
really?
it or not.
Really?
Yep. Giannis, 1.4 blocks, 1 steal a game, and Joel was damn near the same exact number.
So they lining up.
That's
they
fucking
lining
nuts.
right up.
The same as that fucking number, 1.41. Wow.
Yeah. So to me, I would take. Niggas gonna say I'm hating again, but I would take Embiid because naturally he has more of an arsenal and he has touch. Ken can attest. How many years Embiid been in the league now? Before he was drafted, I said, Ken, I watched the pre-draft workout and his hands and his touch. I haven't seen it. Ken, I known Ken for a minute. This was back when we was working at the job. And I told him, I said, bro, Embiid different, bro. I don't know, man. Embiid different, bro.
Yeah.
And we seeing that. So I'll take Embiid.
Yeah, I'll take Embiid too, man. Like he was just watching him in the All-Star game. He was shooting threes like it was nothing.
Step back three now too.
He's just like
step back three for a 7-footer.
He's too fucking good, man.
Too good.
He's not as quick and agile as Giannis is, but he got to man.
But you know what? Honestly, if Embiid, and I don't want him to do it, but if he lost 30 pounds, he fucking Giannis. He's Giannis. You know what I'm saying? With a little bit more height on him. But you know what I'm saying? Like, look, to me, give me Embiid because the natural skill is higher than Giannis. Giannis had to work to this. And I'm not saying Embiid didn't, but when I'm looking at just their shot mechanics, their touch, their moves. Have I ever complained about Joel Embiid moves? He got everything in the bag. What have I complained outside of health? What would you want more from Joel Embiid? He shoots a better free throw percentage.
We used to talk about maturity, and he's got that now. These guys are all these guys improved in the areas where they needed to. So you can't really, that's not a knock to Giannis.
And I can make the argument that Joel Embiid improved quicker where he needed to than Giannis. Because Giannis is like year 8, 9 now.
Yeah.
And he just now hit, in my opinion, the peak of what Giannis can do. And I still think he got another half level, if not a full level to go. Because his 3-point ability isn't his 3-point shot isn't where LeBron's is right now. The mid-range and the pull-up, I'll give him that. He has improved it to a point where he's water. I'll give him that. But the next level, and I don't think it's necessary for Giannis to dominate, and I'm not even going to say he has to. But if he gets a 3-point shot where he's shooting 34, 35% from 3.
I see you drink more water talking about the 2 finals and blah, 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 and we still say, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. You talking about rewards and accolades.
The better player, in my opinion, is Joel Embiid.
Yes. Josh Bros asked, do you think my Spurs can win a chip building around Murray?
No.
Nah.
Okay, so wait, hold on. Let me walk that back a little bit. Could DeJounte be the best player on a championship team? No. But could DeJounte be the second or third best player on a championship team?
Correct.
Yes.
He's a great championship piece.
Yes. So he may not be your main guy, but he's going to be one of the guys to help you win. But they got to find a complement. They got to go get him a bucket getter. Because DeJounte is pass first, defensive type of point guard, long rangey, get to the bucket, pesky. But you need a guy when you have a point guard like that to go get you buckets. That's his only job, right? Defense. What defense? They play on that side of the court. I don't know about that. I know this side with the rim.
Yeah,
they need a guy like that.
He impressed me in the All-Star game, in not in the sense of his scoring, but the fact that he was aggressive and he wasn't intimidated.
Who's that?
Murray, Dejounte Murray.
Oh yeah, he looked good. He looked real good, actually.
Marzi's too far. What's happening? He said, "Who is your NBA dark horse playoff team?"
I thought we already answered that.
We did answer that, didn't we?
Yeah.
No.
I think
what was it? It was a who's gonna make a playoff?
Yeah,
run?
he did. He said, "Sorry." He also came back and said, "Sorry, y'all started answering before I sent the question in."
Oh, that's fine.
How far can Memphis go? And appreciate you for asking the second question too. How far can Memphis go? And I feel like Ja is the next AI.
Ja's different than AI.
Memphis is really fucking good.
They are.
How far can they go? Definitely out of the first.
Second round.
I think they can get out of the second.
I do too. Depending on the matchup, I think so.
They tough. I just think that.
What's their seeding right now, Memphis?
Let me look back. Let me see.
Because I know you said Dallas
I
is
think they're
number
third, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see.
So that means that they would play
Yeah, they're
Dallas first
third.
round. Because you said Dallas was 6, right?
Yeah.
So they
No,
could
Denver 6.
Denver 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could beat Denver. Yeah, they could beat Denver because
Then you
Michael
got to be.
Porter's not
Then
going
you
to
got to
be
play
right.
Phoenix.
Huh?
Then you got to play Phoenix.
You got to play Phoenix after that?
Yes.
Yeah, second round.
Okay.
Based off current standings. But here's the thing, though, Shelton. I would not be surprised if Memphis beats Phoenix. I'm not putting my money on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
I mean, shit, they're fighting for the 2 seed. They might get that. The only 2
They
wins
could.
behind Golden State.
They could. Yeah, they could get it. If Golden State gets healthy, they won't. But
If the Memphis Grizzlies finish 2 or 1, should Ja be MVP?
He should be talked about
Mhm.
because his profile is growing quickly.
Yes.
So, but I think if B stays on this pace, I think he'll get it.
Yeah. I give you that. It's almost like this is the year to be like, Ja, we see you. Can you do it again? Because people rarely get the MVP in that first like explosive, like I'm here year. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not D Rose, but D Rose was a little different too though. That nigga, he was on some other shit.
I'm starting to look at it now more so than ever though. I still think Joker gonna get it.
Joker.
Mhm.
So to me, the top 2 is Joker and Embiid.
And I don't argue with either one.
Yeah. If Joker gets out, well, shit. Look at the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the numbers.
I would not like that at all.
I feel you, Ken. I feel you, but bro, bro, he's hot. Ken, have you looked at his numbers?
I saw 26, 11, and almost 8. Yeah,
for a non-athletic big.
That's ridiculous.
I understand,
and he's carrying those guys.
I don't care, man. And B carried Philly for the whole year.
Yeah, for the whole year.
I mean, he has. But what I'm saying is he's carrying them without 2 of his guys, even though Embiid is one man show.
It's literally Embiid.
Yeah. Because Tobias hasn't been there.
How many games has Embiid missed this year too? He
got
a lot of games.
COVID or something like that, but
yeah, he's
but your Joker missed some games I think this year too.
Yes,
it is.
But for Embiid, by far the healthiest season though.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
I was saying in a positive way.
Yeah, so he everything that Embiid needs to have on his side to win an MVP, he has. His co-star wasn't there. There's still a top 3 seed. He has not missed a plethora of games. It's the NBA.
He just needs to finish and don't get hurt, and I think he can get it MVP this year.
Yep.
Oh, 26, 14, and 8.
Who?
Joker.
Shit. That bro.
26, 14, and 8.
Crazy. That just gave me goosebumps, bro.
Yeah.
I just
Thank you. Drink more water.
To me, the 2 most unathletic bigs that I just marvel watching was Zach Randolph and him. Because I don't
Shout
get
out Zach.
Bro, I used to watch Zach Randolph and be like, how you get 20, bro? You don't even jump an inch off the ground.
Didn't even matter, did it?
Didn't even matter. Like, how do you stay in front of this guy? Like, how did you get that rebound? Everybody jumping and you're on the ground and you got the rebound. Zach Randolph, boy.
Zebo, that's that guy. I'm trying to get him on this show too, if I can. I'm trying to get him to tell his story. I'm reaching out to him. Dark Knight Dev said, how would Mayweather fare against the 80s Durant, Leonard, and Hearns?
That's a Beezy question.
I do the boxing too. That's my avenue.
That's just before my time though.
Durant, yeah. Well, Durant, Leonard, and Hearns. The biggest difference is it's kind of iffy to say. I don't think he'd be as successful. No, he would not be undefeated against those guys. The reason being is those guys are punchers. They can punch all night. They're going to keep coming at you hard. And you can be the best defender in the world. You're not going to stop them from hitting you. They're going to connect, especially Hearns. Tommy Hearns coming with that wood. And I don't think he has enough, even with his jabbing and his moving to keep them guys off of him. The ring ain't big enough. Same thing with Leonard. Them guys going to come. Durant, same thing. Those guys are actually.
Were they all in his weight class? Those guys?
I
'Cause I
think
thought
they.
Tommy
Yeah, I
Hearns
think
was
they
like
are. They were all in the same
middleweight.
weight class. No, they were all. Were they middleweights? I can't remember.
Because Floyd started in lightweight, moved to welterweight relatively quickly, and the majority of his career was welter middle.
I think. Yeah, I think that they are.
Because I thought Tommy Hearns was like relatively big.
He was taller, but
Okay,
his
but he
size.
didn't weigh that much.
Mm-mm. What was that? What was that weight class that they fought in? Okay, I'm gonna look it up. If y'all know, put it in the chat. But I can't remember. But yeah, fighting those guys. Those guys were sluggers. They were coming. They had all the stamina in the world, and they wasn't gonna stop. So no, I just don't think he could have kept them off him. He would have had to fight.
You see,
And I agree, Ray Leonard would have probably knocked him out because Sugar was
he was just
fast
as quick.
as lightning.
Yep, just as quick. See, you over here talking about like Mayweather dance like he ain't throw punches. It's just Floyd is super efficient. I'm only gonna throw maybe 200 punches in the whole fight, but I'm gonna land a $120.
Yeah, he's throwing punches, but I'm saying he wouldn't have the those other guys were throwing punches too and connecting, but they were throwing some shots. He is more points, but it's not. But it's not. Yeah, he's not throwing power punches.
So to me, Floyd was the best boxer, not fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys you talking about were fighters, brawlers. Yeah. You know, I'm coming here to maul you. Floyd played the game. I don't get hit, and I hit you more than you hit me. Whether I knock you out or not, I don't give a damn. You say I'm gonna make my millions. I'm gonna win the fight, and I'm gonna try to stay undefeated. So I think against some of those dudes, I think that he could have executed that strategy. I think Sugar Ray is one of those people that could match him with speed, the stamina. You know, I think Floyd Mayweather's stamina is underrated. Speed, stamina, and then you know, people from that era would just cut from a different mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this what if game, I definitely think Sugar Ray could have gotten Mayweather, but one of the few though. One of the few.
There's only a few.
Yeah, because I honestly I think he would beat Durant because he would just outscore Durant.
Yeah, and Durant was a little slower, but and same thing with Tommy Hearns. He was bigger, but he was not quite as fast. Sugar Ray could match him with lightning speed, and he's gonna hit him with power.
Yep.
So that would be tough. I would have loved to have seen that.
Because you know the only dude I
welterweights. Thank you. They
were all welter.
Yes.
That's interesting. But there's only one person I ever see really put hands on Mayweather. That was Zab. Zab Judah 2 times. Put hands, and even Sugar Shane Mosley.
Yeah, Sugar hit him a couple times too.
Them first 2-3 rounds, he had Mayweather stumbling, but once Mayweather got the data, it looked bad for Sugar Shane.
Y'all, that was a good one. I'm gonna have to go back and
I'm gonna send that to B2 and see if he'll do a 365 on it as well.
Igwe Ike, he said, with Harden forcing himself out of bad, another situation, why can't James Harden get it right? The fuck is wrong with him?
That is a very good question. To a certain degree, he's avoided criticism. I think it's starting to come now after this situation because he cost the Nets a lot. They traded a lot to get him, and they did a good job in getting stuff back in return, but you never really get what you gave up. I don't know. I think he has an affinity for Daryl Morey. I think he wants to play with Embiid, and he just got tired of what was going on in Brooklyn. I think that should be worrisome if you're Philly. But Daryl Morey always did what he needed to do to keep him happy.
I think that part of the reason why he's been able to escape the criticism is because, first and foremost, that big three in Brooklyn only played 16 total games together. They were 13-3. So that was a failed experiment. I think that if Kyrie would have got the COVID shot, James Harden would still be in Brooklyn. Because I don't think that before this year, it wasn't a bad situation. It was a bad situation because Kyrie showed his ass. I'll put it to you like this, Ken. Look, I'll put it to you like this. If Joe Harris or anybody not named Kyrie Irving or Kevin Durant decided to not take that shot, James Harden would still be in Brooklyn. Because it's Kyrie and it's supposed to be us three to go get a chip. And here you are playing halftime.
Yeah,
But I
that's
feel
the
you,
80th.
and
That's the
he
last
didn't.
straw.
He didn't want to carry the load, and I get that because that's what he had to do all of last year and mostly this year. He was like, I did all that in Houston. Fuck all this shit, I'm out.
That's not championship basketball.
I
Even Kobe before he passed was criticizing Jay. He said, "Yo, the numbers are crazy. Like he's one of the best scorers. He's amazing, but that's not going to win a chip."
right, he's afraid of adversity.
Who's afraid of
James
this?
Harden.
So you're saying he didn't face adversity in Houston? He faced tremendous adversity.
How well did he stand up in the face of that adversity?
Yeah, but that's a different question.
Yeah.
but he's faced it. He's not necessarily the best at it. We know he shrinks in big moments, so he needs a teammate to be able to uplift him. Russell Westbrook was not that guy, and CP is too bossy. Like every
adverse conditions. He got rid of both. He ain't like
but Russ we can honestly say was somewhat of a failed experiment. I don't think it was horrible, but that wasn't the right co-star to win a championship. And then wait, hold on, okay. Remember that season? They doubled down on small ball. They got rid of Capella. They got rid of anybody that was 6'9". They got rid of he went to Milwaukee and won a chip. What's his name? All he does is play defense and shoot corner threes. PJ Tucker. They got, bruh. Ken, like.
I don't know. It's a developing pattern. I'll say that. And,
it is.
And, we'll see how it play out.
And that's why I say, like, he can't do it. Excuse me. He can't do it again. He has to retire a 76er or leave Philly after delivering a championship.
Yeah,
that's his only two options.
That's the only way.
You what other team?
And I think he didn't. He said he didn't pick Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he sent to Brooklyn. Yeah, he wanted Philly from the very beginning, and they sent him there because that situation was Durant and Kyrie from the beginning. He just got added to it. Mm-hmm. So you know what? If that's what he says, then fine. He got where he's at now. Mm-hmm. That he's on record saying where he wanted to go last year. We see how it go.
Mm-hmm. Presto T, what's happening? He said, thank you as well. I don't know if you asked the question or not, Presto T, but if I missed it, come back to it and ask it again. I got to run through these quick before my phone dies. Oblivion Radio said they need to change up the format of the dunk contest. It need to have street ballers. I bet they can do better creative dunk than the actual players. That's exactly what we said, and that's 100% true.
Because there's professional dunkers out there. That's all they do.
Did y'all watch the NBA on TNT Top 75 draft? I didn't either.
I didn't watch shit this week.
We're going to have to watch that. We'll watch that and do something on that for you. The NBA on TNT. I got that in my notes, so I'm going to remember to do that. NBA on TNT Top 75 draft. We can do our own Top 75 draft, maybe. Rayshawn Davis said, joke it for MVP. I'm with you on that.
I ain't mad at it.
Even though, like I said, I'm shout out to, because I've been on Joel and Beat with everybody else too. Josh Bros said the Raptors gonna be the 04 Pistons. I said it here first.
Good luck with that.
You said it here last too.
So wait, he's saying they're gonna win a chip?
Wow.
That's what he's trying to say. Was that it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, we appreciate all the questions, man. It really made for a really great show. Things were a little slow. So but things get back Thursday. And I know Nick said it's been a slow season. Some of y'all agree with him. But I think we're gonna have a lot to talk about from here on out. And of course we got the NFL draft and all that stuff coming up, but that's been sort of dead anyway.
Oh, real quick before we go, did y'all see Juwan Howard's?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw it.
What y'all thought about
Pimp
that?
slapped the shit out that white man. He's like, nigga, Black History Month. Fuck your white ass. Hell no.
For those of you who don't know, Juwan Howard, the coach of UM Michigan, came out and he got upset with Wisconsin. I can't remember Wisconsin's head coach's name.
Greg Ward or something like that.
Yeah, he got upset with him because he called the timeout late with the clock running down. It was the game was over virtually, but he called a timeout late, and Juwan Howard took that as a slap in the face. He hesitated before going through the handshake line. When he did go through the handshake line, he pulled his mask down. He told him, "I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna remember this." Well, Greg Ward tried to stop him with his arm, and he kind of was like, "Hold up, let me tell you." Like he was trying to explain to him what happened, but he forcefully stopped him. And I saw people saying, "Like, you don't stop that man. That's a grown man." Yeah, he ain't no player. You know, if a player does that, you can kind of check a player, but a coach, you don't do that to a coach. It became verbally heated, and then everybody stepped in. It all closed in, and before you know it, you saw 7-foot wingspan Juwan Howard's arm coming across and slapping a coach for Wisconsin. Also, some players got into the scuffle as well. So
Yeah. It's a bad look overall because, typically when you're a head coach at a major D1 university, you're typically the highest paid person in that state. Typically, right? Juwan Howard obviously has a profile. Everybody knows who Juwan Howard is, especially at that university, right? And you're supposed to be the adult in the room. And because of what you started, now the kids that are younger than you that you're supposed to be able to control and corral and, instill wisdom and experience and grow madness. How do you get that type of power and control back now that you allowed yourself to cross that line? So how can you now reprimand a player for crossing the line when the teacher, the coach, the person that's supposed to empower me to do the right thing crossed the line as well? So that was the biggest takeaway I have from it, because it's a bad look. And I think that when you are, already a D1 coach and all of that type of stuff, you have a name. Like you just asked, who the hell is the Wisconsin head coach? We know he got paid. We know he's a D1 coach, but we know Juwan Howard is a household name. You can't do that. Unless he called you the N-word and literally smacked you, there's no other reason for crossing that line.
That's what somebody told me. Yeah. They were like, "That's what I would have said." He said it. I thought that's what he said.
Word from Myles Garrett.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, he hit that white man with a whole helmet.
Yeah, he did. He sure did. Y'all think the punishment fit the crime? 5 games? The rest of the regular season?
Yeah, that's fine. I think it's fine.
That's a slap on the wrist, bro.
He didn't get fired, so that's cool. He'll be back.
Now, this was his second time getting into it with another coach. I think that Juwan Howard still got some player in him. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of times when you are a competitive athlete, it's hard to separate and come down. Like, I'm a coach now, so I got to be a different person than I was when I was playing in these games. A lot of times it's hard to kind of turn that off, and sometimes it clicks back in. It's still Fab Five, Juwan Howard. So I saw people saying, man, the funniest thing was they was like he fought the wrong person for a timeout. Should have been fighting Chris Webber. So I've been seeing that. That's been the funniest meme of all. Yeah, that's who should have fought for a timeout.
Well, maybe that's why he has so much built up animosity.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Timeout! No more timeout! Oh shit! He called the timeout. I'm about to lose this.
Oh man. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, hopefully he gonna learn from this, man, grow from this, get them boys back on track. My thing is, if you don't like the timeout, don't put yourself in a position where you're losing the game by that many. You shouldn't be losing by 15. You know what I'm saying? And that's on you to correct that. I'm mad at my guys if they're not executing the plan the way I want them to, and I'm mad at myself because I haven't recruited the proper way. I'm mad at myself because we hadn't coached the right way. So that's where my anger goes. That's where we're gonna fix it on this side. I can't fix Wisconsin. I can only fix Michigan. So that's the way I look at it. If I'm gonna remember it, I ain't gonna tell you I'm gonna remember it. I'm just gonna remember it.
Let me ask this, because it kind of lends to that to a degree. Do you think Bob Knight can survive in today's day and age of college basketball?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. These guys, it was tough for him then, But with the way players are coddled and in the generation that we're in now, they're not with that general stuff. They ain't with it. That's why you're seeing like a lot of the greats get out, like when they do. Roy Williams got out. Mike Krzyzewski's getting out. All these guys are getting out. Jim Boeheim is going to be next. These guys are leaving the game because that dictatorship type style of coaching is not effective as it was back then. These guys now, these guys are getting paid now. They got NILs. They making money.
Yeah.
So you're dealing with the same thing you deal with pros. You got to deal with attitudes. You got to deal with egos. You got to deal with all this stuff combined into one. Yeah, and they're already stars. Yeah. They come on campus a ready-made star. I got 1.4 million followers. Yep. How you gonna yell at me? You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing money to you, and they know it. Man. So it's difficult. And like I said, a Bob Knight throwing chairs and cussing people out, snatching you up. That stuff you snatch me up, and it's on Instagram. Yeah. They got a meme of me.
That man didn't even say ESPN. That man said IG.
Yeah.
More important than ESPN.
It is. It is. And it's just it just kills that type of coach and that type of you got to be a today coach.
Do you think I'm bad with names, but the Michigan State Spartans head coach Izzo,
Tom Izzo, yeah.
Do you think he's one of those that's going to be next to be out?
Yeah, because he will be.
Very cut from that type of cloth.
He's not. What's funny is he's more of a player's coach. He is a tough coach, but he's still a player's coach. At the end of the day, those guys love playing for him, and they already, coming from there, they hard nosed anyway. And the fact that he's turning pros is good, but still, I think it's gonna get to him too. Like them guys are sick. They don't like seeing what they see now. So that type of thing is gone. Even looking at Imani Bates and the things they're going through with him. You know what I'm saying? That stuff, that's a lot to deal with. You coming in here with the star, and you got a S on your chest, and you ain't even stepped on the court yet. You can't even break my starting five. But here you are, supposed to be the man. Like, yeah, these guys, they ain't gonna last long with that. They're not gonna deal with that. They are not gonna deal with it.
Well, all right, that's gonna do it for us. We'll catch you guys next time. We out. Peace.
Make sure y'all tune in to 365, Dead in 365, man. If you hadn't watched it, make sure you watch it. If you are watching it, watch it again. And please share it, man. Get us some more